Moment you've all been waiting for. Rafael NADAL versus Sasha Zverev in the first round of Roland Garros. The King of Clay is back and he's looking to take out the number 4 seed. This is the preview. Let's go through it. And before we go anywhere, make sure you've hit a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to join us for the match as well. It is gonna be epic. But let's get stuck into it, and it has been confirmed. Nadal versus Zverev is a day session match and will be the 3rd match on court Philippe Chatrier. Wow, wow, wow. And if you want to know the other matches that will be played beforehand, these are the matches. And it will be Ons Jabeur versus Sasha Vickery first. Then it'll be followed by Swiatek versus Jean, the French player. And then the big one, Sasha Zverev, Rafael NADAL. I mean, just seeing both those names, this is like a semi-final matchup, but we got it in the first round. This is crazy. I can't quite believe that this is happening so early in the tournament, but it's super exciting. It means we start the tournament with a bang, unlike a lot of the other years where we sort of meander through the first few rounds. Well, this has thrown a cat amongst the pigeons, that's for sure. And this is even crazier. The tickets we saw today for Nadal Zverev are ranging from 1,500 to 3,000 euros at the cheapest. That is insane. Oh my word. You have to be a lucky punter to be able to be there to watch that matchup. Somebody who's going to be trying to catch it, Novak Djokovic. He said, I'll try and catch as much as I can from that match. I think everyone will want to see what will happen. Yes, most definitely. And if his practice, and I'm talking about Rafael Nadal, is anything to go by, there'll be people clamoring at the rafters to try and get a peek of this match. 10,000 people were present for Nadal's practice session. Let's just put that into perspective. Practice session. This is more than some football teams get going to watch them. Nadal practicing, got 10,000 people watching him. This is absolutely unheard of. We're talking about practice, not the game. Practice. I mean, the highly anticipated return of Rafael Nadal. And, well, this press conference that he came out and he spoke in as well is looking even more positive. This is great news for Rafa fans. When you hear Rafa joking and you hear him talking not in such a negative way that we've seen in other press conferences, he is pretty much ruling out for now chance that this will be his last Roland Garros, and that's caused a bit of problems probably with the organisation, because Amelie Mauresmo has said they had a farewell ceremony for Rafael Nadal planned, but they've cancelled it now, and she says we are ready whenever he feels he wants to do it. Well, yeah, most definitely. Do not do it beforehand, because if Rafa wants to keep playing at Roland Garros, no one is going to tell him otherwise. And, well, if he performs at this Roland Garros, there's definitely going to be another one in the chamber as long as he stays free of injury. Well, this tweet as well. Ollie Patone's been going mad. Obviously, Ollie's going to be going to the match, so hope Ollie enjoys it. And just saying that Rafa Nadal is 80-0 in his last 80 matches at Roland Garros, playing players that are not named Novak Djokovic. 80-0. That is correct. Well, and somebody else who's come out singing the praises is Boris Becker, saying that Rafa's record at Roland Garros is the best sporting record ever. He said, you win it 5 times, that's a lot. You win it 10 times, that's impossible. Nadal's won it 14 times. I don't know any other record in any other sport that equals that. I mean, it is ridiculous. 14 times on one of the toughest tournaments to be able to win of all time. But Rafa's done it, and he's looking for 15. I mean, if he can beat Zverev, there might be a chance. But if we remember back, let's wind back a couple of years, and it was one of the best unfinished matches of all time. Zverev turned up in the semi-final against Nadal, and it was a brilliant matchup. It was one of the most exciting matchups I've watched at Roland Garros, and one of the best performances against Nadal I've seen from anybody, I think. Obviously, you'd have to look to the people who've actually beaten him, but I thought Zverev may have been on course to do something like that on that day before that horrendous ankle roll, but it wasn't to be that day. Rafa went through, and Rafa was triumphant, as we know. But Zverev, he's come back. He's gone through the injury mill, and he's come out the other side, and he's actually made his way back to the top of the sport again. And this will show you he's just won Rome, the last tournament before Roland Garros, a Masters event, something that everybody's just noting. It's not an easy event to win. Rafa even said it himself. He said he's just won a Masters. This shouldn't be like sniffed at, really. And it's the second time he won it, and 7 years apart as well. 2017, he was having a storming year back then in 2017, and 2024 as well. He's now 27 years of age, and yeah, winning his second Rome crown. Quite incredible that he is probably the most informed player coming in to Roland Garros, and couldn't be a worse draw really for Rafa if Zverev plays the same way he's been playing. And if Rafa doesn't obviously reach the heights that he used to reach, and he plays the way that he's been playing in the last few tournaments, then it looks like a foregone conclusion. But Zverev in 2017, after winning Rome, he plays a left-handed player in the first round of Roland Garros. I believe it was Fernando Verdasco, and went out. Zverev, obviously now, 7 years later, another Spanish player, another first round, another left-handed player. If the result is repeated tomorrow, that will be amazing. I mean, is it possible? I mean, these things, the stars do align sometimes when we're looking at like some crazy statistics. We see all the things with Alcaraz and Nadal and the way their careers seem to be going in parallel from the different ages. But sometimes lightning does strike twice. It is a bit bizarre in tennis, but it does happen. And I wouldn't be surprised, you know, if it did happen. It would be pretty crazy, I have to say, if it did. But if it did, I mean, it would be absolutely insane. I'm just checking just to make sure. Yeah, I mean, it was 2017. It was 4 sets that Verdasco beat him in. 6-4, 3-6, 6-4, 6-2. I mean, make of that what you will. I mean, it's a little bit of fun, but let's have a look at some actual statistics as well, because Zverev right now, here's the player with the most career ATP titles for players born since 1990. He has 22 ATP titles, ahead of Medvedev with 20, Thiem with 17, Rublev 16, Sinner and Alcaraz 13, and Casper Ruud with 12. So we know he is playing some fantastic stuff right now, Sasha Zverev, and still racking up those wins. We know he won the Olympics as well. He's a big match player, and we saw it against Nadal last time they played at Roland Garros. Let's have a look at the head-to-head. This is the head-to-head, and it is 7-3 in favour of Rafael Nadal. And where did they take place, I hear you ask? Well, the last 3 that took place were actually on clay as well. Obviously, we know the last one, it was in Roland Garros in the semi-final. And it was a retirement from Zverev after, well, it was 7-6, 6-6. So we'll never know what would have happened that day. Before that, it was Rome, quarterfinal. Rafael Nadal won in 2021, straight sets. Before that, it was Madrid. More Zverev's style of surface, faster, and he beat Rafa in straight sets. But if we look down the list there, they have played a few more times on clay, but we're going all the way back to 2018 and 2017, and Rafa the victor in those ones there as well. So you'd have to say, based upon all of their meetings on clay, Rafa would look to be the favourite, but we know that is the Rafa of then, and this is the Rafa of now. So let's get in to our prediction. So here we go. Zverev, Nadal. How do I see this one going? Before I came into this tournament, I was dead certain that Zverev was just going to have his way with Rafael Nadal. I was pretty confident in it as well. I thought this will just be not even competitive. Based upon what we've seen from Rafa in the last few tournaments, didn't think he looked good at all. I thought he looked old. I thought he looked slow. And a lot of errors. But since he's come to Roland Garros, since I've seen his demeanour, and since I've seen the way that he's speaking in press conferences about how he feels, and his movement, he's saying, is the main thing right now which has improved, and how he is able to run around the court with much more freedom than he was in the past tournaments. It changes a lot, because if what I was thinking was him looking old was actually him struggling with an injury, and if he has better movement in this tournament, well, we are going to be in for an absolute cracker. Not to mention, he has beaten in practice matches Daniel Medvedev, Sebastian Korda and Holger Rune. 3 practice matches, 3 wins for Rafa Sasha Zverev, though, the informed player, he's coming in confident. His brother is speaking out and he's confident as well. So it's really tough to see which way this is going to go. I've completely it's thrown me completely off. Before coming into the tournament, I would have said Zverev wins this one comfortably, and I probably would have said straight sets as well. Now I'm leaning towards a very even contest, if I'm honest. I think that this could be very like a 50-50. And I'm really struggling to pick. There's part of me that wants to see Rafa win. And that's just the tennis lover in me and the history that I love with tennis. Obviously, I love Djokovic as well, but I would love to see Nadal meet Djokovic. So, I mean, there is just part of me in there that thinks this is going to be 5 sets. I'm going with that. I am going with a 5-set match. And I think Sasha Zverev is going to win in 5 sets. But I don't think it's going to be easy at all. And I think Rafa is really going to just give him the runaround. And I think the one thing which is going to be on Sasha Zverev's side, and I think that will be the age. And I think that he is about 10 years his junior. And I think that will play a factor come that 5th set. And I think that Zverev, he's so resilient. He has a very good defensive game. And I think it will be enough just to get past Rafa, and he may wear Rafa down despite the willingness of the crowd. But it will be an amazing fight, and it will be maybe even match of the tournament. But that's my prediction. Let me know in the comment section, do you agree with me, or are you going for Rafa? I mean, it would be the most amazing fairy tale if it does happen. And if it does happen, he doesn't have a bad draw either after that. So maybe he could go all the way. Anyway, make sure to smash a like, subscribe, and join us for the match. It's going to be epic. Come on!
Here we go, it's the big one today. Rafael NADAL back in action at Roland Garros. He's going to be playing Alex Zverev, the 4th seed. It doesn't get much tougher of a draw considering he's off the back of winning a Masters event. And as you can see, I'm currently driving. I'm making sure that I'm getting all of my errands done early in the day because I want to be back ready for the big match. Start things off, obviously the overriding emotion right now is a little bit of nerves. I know there is so much riding on this match for Rafael Nadal's career, and what I mean by that is not what he's done. I don't think he has anything left to prove in the sport, but for the future of his career. It feels like to me, if he is to go out early in a first round of Roland Garros, does that mean that's his last one? It's likely, it's very possible. Of course, it's a bit of a different year this year with the Olympics being at the same venue. You'd expect him to be playing that. But the nerves for me are massive because this match, for a start, will determine whether I beat Ben in the bracket, number one. But the other part of it is, I think, for everybody there and for the tournament this year, I know some of the tickets are going for thousands of pounds, and there's so many people going to watch Rafa for the first time ever on the clay courts. It's in such high demand. I think if he is to go out, it's going to really dampen the mood of the event this year. And we know Djokovic isn't playing too well, so if he's to go out early as well, we could be looking at a very flat event in some ways, because I think everyone would love to see Rafael Nadal make a run, and that's not even meaning him to go and win or him to get to a final. People just want to see him go for a few rounds, And with the way he's been playing, it's not been great, has it? He's just nowhere near the level. So if we can see him get through a few rounds, that would be amazing. If I had to give my prediction for the match, I've already done it in the draw preview with me and Ben did. I do believe he can win this one. I really do. I know Zverev's been giving it a lot of talk. He seems super confident. I can understand why he's confident. He's just won a Masters event, probably one of the more informed players. He's got experience at Roland Garros, at the big stage. He's been playing for so many years. Mentally, he does struggle against the big players in the past, especially in Grand Slams. But I just don't think with him, the only thing which is in Rafael Nadal's favour in this one is that Zverev, historically, is very slow to start Grand Slams. And I'm hoping that we see the same thing here again. The whole crowd's going to be behind him. Rafa's going to be pushing. Medvedev has said he's playing already better than what he was doing in Roma, Madrid at Roland Garros. I'm just hopeful. I'm really hopeful that something can happen. I know the fighting talk from Zverev and his brother as well, saying how he's got a point to prove. He doesn't want the last match against Rafael Nadal to be the one where he went off on a wheelchair. I know Eurosport have been clipping it all up, making some nice little promo reels. I want him to silence him. I'm not a massive fan of Sasha Zverev, and I want him to be silenced today. And I would love to see Rafael Nadal come through, give all of the fans something to cheer about, get myself super up for this whole event. Not that I'm not, but it'll just be even more exciting to see Rafa going through the draws. He knows he can avoid a Sinner or Alcaraz until a final. I don't think he'll be looking beyond the next match, of course. They're only going to get tougher. Well, maybe not in Rafa's regard, but usually it will only get tougher. I think it gets easier for him if he can beat Zverev, because some of them other matches is gonna be on paper a lot more straightforward. My prediction for how the match is going to go, I think that Nadal's going to come out really fast and win the first set quite comfortably. I think he has to do that as well. I think if you give Zverev a set advantage or it goes to a really long tie break, we can't have another big hour and a half first set tie break. It could kill Rafael Nadal off completely. So I'm hoping what we get is a quick first set Rafael Nadal to win it. Second set can be a bit tougher, but I also believe Rafael Nadal has to win that one as well. We could then see Zverev mount a bit of a comeback and win the third set, and then it's going to be an all or nothing fourth set, maybe a tie break. It's going to go the distance. If Zverev wins that tie break, he wins the match in 5. If Nadal wins that one, he wins the match in 4. It might not be a tie break, it might be a 7-5 or business end. It's going to go deep, and that's how I see the match going. But let me know in the comments section if you're just watching this. I'm assuming you are waiting for the match. I am going to be covering the match in full very soon. This is just a preview video in the morning of the big Rafael Nadal match, giving my thoughts. And let's get behind him. Let's really get behind him today. I am very excited. I think it is the biggest match on paper at Roland Garros across the men's and the women's. Hopefully the sun's going to be out. It's a day session. Iga wouldn't have ruined the court too much, I'm sure, because probably should have won in about an hour, a double bagel, maybe in about 45 or 50 minutes. So everything's gearing up for a big Rafa win. Come on, Rafa, let's do this. Vamos!
Hi, I'm Yannick Hanfman.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
This is Sebastian Olfner.
It's Marc-Andreas Whistler.
I am Francisco Cerundolo.
And you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hopefully you enjoy it.
Hopefully.
We're here, let's go! It's Roland Garros time, the first match we're covering on Game to Love, and it doesn't get much bigger than this one. It is, of course, my man, Rafael NADAL. I've got the Rafael NADAL merch on, versus Alex Zverev, a repeat of that magic semi-final the other year. What's going to happen? Nobody really knows. It's a match in which Zverev is the favourite at Roland Garros. It's crazy. It doesn't happen like that. Rafael NADAL, he doesn't lose on the clay. He certainly never loses, hardly at Roland Garros. And you're probably wondering, where is Ben today? Well, something very urgent, family-wise, has come up for him. But I'm not going to be alone. I'm going to be joined today by maybe a secret Alex Zverev admirer. We know he's quite fond of German apparel. And I'd like to welcome to the stream a good friend of mine, Liam.
Guten Tag, yeah, we're back. Good to be here, JG. Rafa Nadal, Sasha Zverev. It does not get bigger than this. Sometimes we spend the whole first week of a Grand Slam thinking about, want to get to the quarters. No, we're here. We're here. Rafa Nadal, one of the GOATs, arguably the GOAT in some people's eyes. I'm going to throw that out there. I don't know. But he's back. He's here. He's ready. The French Open legend. Can he do it, JG? Good to see you, Gene.
Yeah, great to see you, Liam. Thanks for joining us on this one. The match is about to start. The atmosphere is electric. The tickets were going for thousands of pounds. Rafael NADAL had the longest ever introduction, listing all of the times he's won. It went on for maybe longer than the Iga match. Just his introduction. And my prediction, I'm going to stick with it. I think Rafael NADAL can do something magical and win this match. You're shaking your head, Liam.
I'm sorry. I just think it's a stretch too far for him where he's at now. We're talking about a Sasha Zverev that's just won the Italian Open. A recent Masters champion. He's arguably in the best form he's been in the last 2 to 3 years. In the last couple of months. He's a powerful guy. He's not bad on the clay as well. We proved that 2 years ago. Personally, I would love to see Rafa take him all the way. I'd love to see Rafa go through to the second round. I just think it's a stretch too far for him today.
So for you, if you had to give your prediction, just to confirm them again, let's press the button. I'm going to go for Rafael NADAL in 4. I'm sticking with it. What about yourself? You think Zverev's going to have too much?
I'm going Zverev in 4. I think Rafa will get his set. I think he might even take the first. And I think the crowd are really going to get excited. We're going to get excited. But I think we might just see the end of Rafa NADAL today. I hope we don't. I know his kind of farewell ceremony's been cancelled, all of this sort of thing. But something tells me, I'm a Federer fan myself. I remember Wimbledon a few years ago where he went out to Hurkacz, I think got to the quarters in the end. But the first time Federer went up against half-decent opposition in that tournament, it was just a stretch too far. And I feel that's the same case today, albeit we're in the first round, not the quarters. I think it would be great for Rafa to go out on kind of a high, and not in the sense of winning, but in the sense of going up against the best. So if he could do something today where he takes Zverev all the way, takes him to 5 and Zverev wins, I don't think that's the worst way to go out, albeit it's in the first round. But we'll see. I'm going to go Zverev in 4. Let us know, guys, in the chat what you're going for as well.
Yeah, great to see some regulars. We've got Gene in. He's giving some love to Liam. Gene's also saying he's excited but nervous. I've been very nervous all morning. I'm feeling a little bit more settled now. I think it's going to be very important these first 20 minutes. Let's see what Rafael NADAL can produce. Because if we are just seeing a barrage of constant pressure from Zverev, too much power, I'm going to start looking at this one with a different view. You can see my energy now. My energy could be zapped within the first 20 minutes if we see Zverev dominate him.
And that's what I'm worried about. We've got Antonio in saying, I hope Nadal, but Zverev is just inevitable. Not many people thinking he can do it. The bookmakers are giving him 3.75. That's usually his odds, to put it in perspective, to win Roland Garros. That's his odds to win one match.
It's crazy, man. The trumpets are going, by the way. I can hear chants of "Let's go, Rafa." I mean, it doesn't get bigger than this, guys. Let us know in the live chat right this second. Can Rafa do it, yes or no? Or Sasha Zverev take the old lady, the old dog, the old legend into deep, deep waters. Casey has just joined the membership, by the way. Thank you, Casey.
Yeah, great.
I'll let you read it. It's your money, not mine, mate.
You go for it, Liam. You're part of the channel as well.
No, thanks, Casey.
Appreciate that. And we got some Rafa emotes too. The tickets for this one were in the thousands of pounds just to go and see this one. It's packed out. The atmosphere's crazy. I'm going to be putting the sound all the way up and I'm having it all go through my ears. I've got Liam's voice. I've got Rafael Nadal's grunting. The crowd. The energy is up right now. It's going to be amazing. Please, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. And can you do it? Rafael Nadal will be serving first in what could be his last ever Roland Garros.
Here we go.
It's emotional. The first serve. Oh, it's out. He kicks that away. Very calm with his feet.
Oh, this is epic, man. This is epic.
It is
doesn't
exciting,
get bigger than this. It
got
really,
the Madras
really
out
does.
for today. You drinking anything?
I've got a Peroni Zero. Peroni Zero. I'm doing a half marathon in 2 weeks, so.
Good luck with that.
You're going to do play-by-play, yeah?
Yeah, we do a bit of play-by-play. We're not going to do it constantly because this one could be a long one, but let's go. The first point is very tentative. Backhand exchanges. Rafa with the forehand, whipping it to the backhand of Zverev. Whips it back there again. And if this is what we're going to be in for, this could be a long first set. He goes drop shot into the bottom of the net. What's he done there? He's bowed out on that point early.
He's too tentative there
start.
for me. You just need to stay in the rally. For me, when you're trying to do little droppies, little slices like that, it just means you're not necessarily confident in yourself to whack it cross court and go toe to toe. I don't know what you think, but the early signs a little bit worrying.
Well, you don't really see in the first point of a match usually a rally over 5.
True. Very true.
Fascinating approach. I'm loving the Rafa outfit, by the way. I don't know what you think of it. Nice turquoise number.
I've got the same T-shirt on.
Good return from Zverev. He's hitting very deep at the moment, finding the baseline. Finds it onto the forehand.
This is exactly what he was doing in Italy.
Yeah.
This is exactly what he was doing, man.
This is just not what you want to see. Right.
The shot placement from him is incredible. The way he's moving people around the court at the moment, he's really honing in on a lot of the strengths that we've known him to have, especially kind of, you're talking when he first came on the scene in, what was it, 2017?
Yeah.
2016, that sort of time. You're just seeing a matured Zverev right now.
Yeah, and before that injury where he rolled his ankle, he was looking extremely good. He almost beat Rafa, you got to remember, and that was a better Rafa than the one we're seeing today.
A lot of people say that he would have beat Rafa. I know there's a lot of naysayers that said, look, that was Zverev's final. That was Zverev's first Grand Slam win, but it got stripped away from him. I don't know whether you agree with that. But...
Well, a bit excessive, maybe that one. Oh, that's not good, though. It's a double fall, and far,
what's
to
happening?
Start this match, the crowd trying to lift Rafa Nadal. 2 minutes played, he's not won a point, and we've got a triple break point for Sasha Zverev. A double fault from Rafa. I'm upset he's serving first, I'll be honest. I think it would have been better if Zverev served first.
I think when Zverev's hitting like this, though, does it matter?
Well, you say that, Ben. Liam. 2 of them were errors from Rafa.
I think Rafa just needs one big shot. No, it's into the net.
It's a slow start. It's not what I wanted to see at all. And Sasha Zverev gets the early break.
I mean, I've not seen that one before. I can't lie. I'm looking at Nadal right now. I'm looking at his demeanor. I know he's always kind of serious, concentrated, calm, cold killer. But I'm looking at him right now. He looks frustrated, but maybe that's what he needed—a bit of a wake-up call early on in the set, early on in the match. Get himself moving. Maybe he just needs to find a little bit of energy in those old legs.
Look at his face. He does look very stressed.
He does, right? He looks stressed out.
Like, I very rarely see him that stressed, and you can see he's delaying Zverev.
Yeah, he's got the
to
towel
start
out.
his service game. Zverev there.
What's he doing?
It's only the first game.
Come on, Rafa.
This is
Well, I love Rafa Nadal, right? But you can't be delaying your first service game. You need to be
Look
ready.
at Zverev. Oh.
But is he going to turn it into a dogfight, JG? Is it a bit of a dogfight?
Has that wound Zverev up a little bit?
I think it might have.
Bit of gamesmanship from Rafa.
The
Serve. Oh, it's a great serve from Zverev. Great return, though, from Rafa. And we're into the point.
There we go. There we go.
First point on the board. The crowd are coming to life slightly. I must admit, after that first game, it was deathly silent in there. The whole atmosphere
let's
just
go
went.
Rafa in. It had gone. It had gone. Here we go.
It was a bit like the bridge after Havertz scored that sixth.
Yeah, well, that weren't great, was it? What we need right now, if you're a Rafa Nadal fan, you want a frustrated Zverev, you want a pressured Zverev, you want a double faulting Zverev.
He don't do them so much now.
But he has, JG. I told you, if you're a Rafa Nadal fan, you want a double fault in Zverev, and maybe, just maybe, this is a sign of things to come. I wouldn't often get too excited over a double fault, but one early on in the match like this makes me think: is Nadal starting to get in his head a little bit with that delay of service as well?
The commentator's curse there, coming to the fourfold. Good serve again from Zverev. Rafa's into the point. It's not getting much depth, though, on these at the moment. Just getting them back in play. It's a drop shot there. And Rafa, I don't think he's going to have the legs for a few of them drop shots.
The thing is, Rafa in his prime, right, with that top spin, cross court, on the forehand, you would see it go so deep, graze the line.
And the angles. Really he makes the court. He makes it a bigger court, doesn't he? He just finds the angles, the top spin, like you say, so prominent. He's not hitting cleanly at all so far. I don't think he's found the baseline in any of his shots.
No, he's turned it into a pickleball court at the moment, I must say.
I like that one. I'm going to start using it myself. Oh, my
Phenomenal
word.
return by Rafa.
That is a good return from him. It was a fantastic serve. And we are into the point. Rafa won't mind these. Neutralising the Zverev serve. It's big forehands from Zverev. It's dug out from Rafa. He's going to go back there again. Backhand from Rafa. Volley. Is it going to... Oh, it's gone long. That was a great
These
chance.
are the shots you need to make, Nadal.
That is one, historically, on the run. Rafael Nadal onto the forehand side, cross court. He'll just loop it over Zverev. Or he doesn't need to do anything there. Zverev is out of the court. He just needed to find it, but he's gone long. And that could have been 2 break points. Instead, it is 30-all. Big moment in the match, that.
I mean, Nadal did so well to stay in the rally there, but you have to say Zverev really controlled that point.
Should have finished it.
Yeah, Zverev gave Nadal the opportunity to win that point. He didn't take it. These are the points he's going to have to take. But a little bit of a mistake there from Zverev. So if Rafa can kind of get him in towards the net, Zverev make those sort of mistakes and leave half the court wide open, then there are chances for Nadal in this match.
Agreed, and that return was fantastic. What set it all up? Not a bad second serve. Backhand, a bit too weak from Rafa, isn't it? Just in the middle of the court. Good. And really put away fantastically.
See, I'm not someone that actually likes Sasha Zverev. I've got the Mercedes hat on, German. You might think that. I'm being a bit harsh on Nadal. But look, I have to respect the way he's playing right now. I don't respect all the kind of antics.
You're here for the controversy, aren't you, for that hat on?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a controversy. Yeah. Come on, Rafa, let's get this one to juice. I've not seen, really, a Zverev mistake, apart from the double fault.
Rafa stays in the point.
Big smash, Zverev.
No.
It's gone back to Nadal where he's standing. Maybe a little bit too much pace. It's spun off his racket. And that is the consolidated break for Sasha Zverev. The perfect start for him, really. And for those Zverev lovers, let's get the button out.
Yeah, I mean, look, Zverev's doing what he needs to do at the moment. Rafa needs to pick it up a notch.
Rafa needs a point on his serve. Yet to get one so far. 10 minutes in. And he gets one with Zverev just very close. He's thinking of checking the line.
See, getting a point on your serve is one thing, though, but I think what Nadal really needs is to control a rally.
He needs to. I think he needs to win a point on his serve through him actually hitting a winner.
Yeah. He needs
that will settle him into this match.
He needs to show that he can go toe-to-toe with Zverev in a rally that's longer than 5 or 6 points. We haven't seen that yet. We might see it here, though.
Hits the baseline.
Oh.
Wide, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it was just wide.
It was close to the line. I thought that was going to be the backhand winner from Rafa.
But even then, it was wide, and Zverev got there easily and returned it straight on the baseline. Just goes to show, movement-wise, Zverev can cover so much more of this court than Nadal will be this match. Just doesn't have
he's a younger
legs
guy
anymore.
Younger guy, taller guy, more athletic guy at the moment. And I hate to say it, on the basis of what we've seen so far, I know I said 4 sets to 1 Zverev. I'm wondering whether we go 3 sets to love Sasha Zverev. It's the wrong man. It's the wrong man, the wrong time.
I'm calling you Ben, Liam.
It's all right. You could call me Ben. It's the wrong man, wrong time for Rafa. I love Rafa Nadal, but Sasha Zverev is in hot form. Look at that. Cross court from Rafa. Zverev pops one up into the center of the court. They go backhand to backhand again.
No, he's dragged it.
He's dragged it again to that same side. Rafa drags the backhand, and he's shaking his head now. Whenever Rafa's slightly forced to hit a shot close to the line, or one of those riskier shots that are on the periphery of in or out, he's not making them.
It's a bloody horrible draw. It's just an awful draw. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm watching how this one's playing out. The way Zverev looks pumped for this one, he's not missing. It's a horrible draw. And it's starting to dawn on me more after every point.
Yeah. But let's give Zverev the respect he deserves, right? This isn't a nice draw for him either. Round 1 for Zverev, straight off the back of a Masters win. Yeah. He wants to get in there and have a, he doesn't want to be in at Philippe Chatrier with a huge crowd behind his opponent.
Exactly, yeah.
He wants to be in a situation where
it's tough for both of them. It's a horrible draw for both.
Yeah, no worries.
Considering you're a number 4 seed, you would never play someone as tough as this.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my word! Did you see that serve?
Yeah.
Rafael Nadal, they're serving into the wrong service box by some distance as well.
It's poor. I'm just gonna have to dip out for 1 sec, mate.
No worries, all good. Opportunity here for Zverev, though, to get the double break. Serves good. Backhand finds the line, and that one goes long. Come on! Rafa close to getting on the board. We need him on this board. There is a lot of love in this stadium. The moment he got that point, you can hear the drums going now as well. They're brewing up for one game, Rafael Nadal. Come on, that's what we need. I think it's going to lift everyone. Remember, this could be a really long match. If Rafa finds his level, we could be in for a very long one. And a historic one on Chatrier. Okay, serves in. Come on. This is a big point. We don't want to go to juice. Oh, the backhands are sort of looping. He's not putting much on it. Great shot there from Zverev. It's deep from Rafael Nadal. Oh, and he takes all the pace off it there to the backhand of Zverev. Goes back there again. Zverev down the line. Misses into the net. And Rafael NADAL is on the board. Let's go. The crowd are on their feet. One game, Rafa. Come on. Let's go.
Hey! Vamos! Hey! Vamos! Rafael NADAL! Hey! Vamos! Hey! Vamos! Rafael NADAL!
Unbelievable.
And you may be calling that a shameless button press, but I think we deserved it. We needed it right now because he needed that lift. And this is his first game this year at Roland Garros. You're on mute, Liam.
There we go. Let's go. Look, he needed that. He needed that. It was a hold of serve. It was nothing to kind of go home and tell your kids and your grandchildren about in 10 years' time. But Rafa Nadal's on the board. Can he get a bit of confidence from this? Or does Zverev use this to say, you know what, actually, I want to go out and give you a bloody good service game of my own now?
Well, you say that though, Liam, but if he wins this first set, maybe that was the turning point, and then he may be telling his grandchildren on the most famous Roland Garros victory of all time, where he wins the title after defeating the number 4 seed in the first game, goes on to beat Sinner in the final. This could be the catalyst for that moment.
I mean, on that note, I can't look past Sinner of winning a French Open title this year.
Over
He
Alcaraz?
is my winner.
Over
No,
Alcaraz?
Sinner's my winner this year. I love Alcaraz.
Even with the injury?
Yeah, I just... Did you see him in his first match? He swept him. Swept him.
Oh, what's going on here?
Hang on. The crowd are jeering about something here. That
Oh, he's not sitting down. What's he
Yeah.
smiling about? Idiot.
Yeah, I mean, it's an
Ruining-
embarrassed
he's-
smile, but you just get in your seat.
Just sit
You're
down.
Why are you even out of your seat? I would
It's just
piss
started.
where I'm sat for all I care. If I needed a piss, I would be pissing my pants sat down at Philippe Chatrier in order to not miss a single moment of this match.
Well, I wouldn't want to sit next to you, that's for sure.
Change banner, please, says Ben. Yeah, let's change that. Which one do we want, JG? Probably.
Yeah, let's pop that one in.
Yeah, there you go.
Not the game to love extra one. That's for the boxing. We've got Daniel asking, what is the serve speed of Nadal?
At the moment, not very fast. Here we
Oh,
go.
what a half volley.
Oh,
Come on, let's go! Ramos, let's go! That's huge. At the net.
Great net play.
Mate, look at that atmosphere. Imagine a few beers down there on Chatrier with Rafael Nadal doing points like that. The excitement. John Silk on your, next year, just getting all excited as well. The hype would be big.
I really enjoyed that. I mean, look, it was a fantastic half volley from Zverev, by the way. Clever play, but
It
Rafa
was, yeah.
and that's where the mental game of Rafa is still there. He might not physically always be there, but he's so clever to anticipate that shot coming in and get it back and then finish off the point of the net.
Oh, it's out.
Oh, he's out.
It's got to be out, right? I'm just waiting for the
Yeah,
confirmation.
no, it's long from
Yeah, it was.
Zverev.
15-30.
He's wild on the backhand and
Oh, the arrogance. You can feel him a bit arrogant, just like angry at
I don't think he's
himself.
arrogant. I think he's confident, but when it doesn't go his
Zverev,
way, and
he comes across very arrogant. I don't
he
care what
can
anyone
be.
says.
He can be. I'm just going to read this out from Snehil. Liam, you are wrong. Sinner was below average. Somehow got through because Eubanks was bad. Ooh, look, I think Chris Eubanks is a great... I didn't watch
Oh,
it.
it's into the net! It's into the
Yeah,
net!
I'm
We've
gonna
got 2
shut up.
break points. You got 2 break points. We've got Rodrigo in saying Rafa doesn't have the tools to grind out matches, needs to rely on 2 things, wit and luck. And something important, the mental fortitude. Liam's alluded to it. It is worth 90% of any tennis player. And he's got that in abundance. The legs might not work so well. The arms may be a bit sore. The knees, certainly sore. But mentally he's there. The first serve's in. He's looped it up. Moonball. Gone again with another little moonball.
Just
This
staying
could
in
be an
the rally
opportunity.
here.
Doesn't mind that. Doesn't mind that. Backhand. Hits the top of the net cord. Whips one by Rafa. And it's just gone out. It's just gone out. 1 break point save.
the hit of the net cord almost put Rafa off a little bit there. I feel like he was getting into his flow, and he had to readjust, and then he just overcooked it, and it went long.
Yeah.
Crowd are clapping. I think
he's growing. Listen, he's got a break point to get back into this one.
Yeah. Roland saying Rafa historically very bad in grinding out matches indeed. What do you make of that?
Maybe the recent version, but let's look what he did at the Australian Open. Wasn't too bad, was it?
Centre of the court.
Oh, it's a winner. Clean winner from the baseline. He's picked his point and just funded it there. Nothing you can do when he does that.
Yeah, Zverev's whipped a lovely forehand there. As you know, it's unstoppable. But when you pop one up in the centre of the court like that, perfect height for Zverev to just get his body over it, full body weight into the shot. It's impossible to get back.
Yeah, agreed. Breakpoint save. Oh, that looked close.
Yeah, I thought that was in.
It did look like a good serve.
I mean, I am looking at the tiny Bet365 screen in about 360p, but here we go into the rally. Centre of the court from Rafa on the backhand. Zverev sends it the other way. Zverev really powerful forehand there. Then they go backhand to Rafa's
clever
forehand.
That's a good angle,
really
isn't
good.
It? That's a good shot.
I mean, a lot of people were talking. I think Ben was talking before the game about a match Zverev had against, I forget his name now, another lefty, and perhaps Zverev's got this thing with lefties. I don't necessarily see it that way. I think he's smart enough to anticipate when he sees a left-handed player run towards their backhand and then just send it back to the forehander. They can't readjust it. I don't really see any problems against left-handed players.
I think he's clutching at straws there. It's a desperate attempt. We've got Roland in. Rafa playing a bit like the 60-year-olds. I lose to my competition. Maybe this is the way.
Roland's trying to wind you up, mate. By the way, we are at advantage. Zverev, he is threatening to hold this out again.
This is close. Zverev's going to come and check this line.
Yeah, he's coming in.
Umpire down off his chair as well. Oh, we've got... I've never seen that before.
Oh, we've got an umpire cam, guys. We've got first-person footage from the umpire. I don't know.
It must be on his chest. I think he's wearing... The umpire's wearing a GoPro.
Love that. That's really cool. I like that.
It's a good idea. First time I've seen it.
Into the rally. Phenomenal backhand for Zverev. He steps in, he finishes the point, and he finishes the game, and we're at 3-1 Zverev.
Gosh. He's
doing it. What do you make of that? Is that not worth a Zverev button? When Rafa holds, you gave him a button.
He just gave him one button to get him going. It was his first hold.
Right.
It was his first game, Liam.
Zverev steps in, finishes off a point, and you're just like...
Match point after he wins it. Just no, on set point, we still won't give him a button. I think I'm going to have another Madry, you know?
Yeah, I'm just having 1-0 today. I went for a 10 km run yesterday down the seafront. Good pace. Yeah.
What pace?
It wasn't that good. About 55 minutes.
No, not bad. I think anything under an hour.
Yeah.
It's a good benchmark, isn't it? 50 minutes is what really you should be doing, I think.
Yeah. Once you hit the 50 minutes, I think I could do it if I really push myself. But
yeah, anyway, I've got Madrid, of course it is. A beer from Madrid. I've got a Rafael NADAL t-shirt. I can't really do much more to support Rafa right now. Oh, he's clipped the line.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do.
Beautiful.
Steps in.
I love that shot. I mean, they're the type of shots, you watch them in slow-mo and you can sit there and watch it about 10 times because the way he arcs his body, caresses the forehand down the line and just bends it with that sort of banana lasso, the way he hits them, just beautiful, isn't it?
He needs to shorten the points, Rafa. That's exactly what he did there. If he can shorten these points, stretch Zverev out wide, step in, he bob's your uncle. he doesn't want to be embroiled in these long rallies with Zverev.
Yeah, Roland also loving the umpire body cam. Great addition. Oh, there we go. He's finding a few winners now. He's settling in.
And he shortened the point again.
I would say he still looks quite stressed on his face. More stressed than usual. Definitely at first round of Roland Garros.
Yeah,
I think in the past, most times, Roland Garros first round is kind of going through the motions, Rafael Nadal. He can win like a 3-3 and a 3 or something like that, but he allows his opponent to have a few easy service games. You don't see him running all as much. He has to now.
He steps in again, and he
dropping.
finishes the point again, and Rafa Nadal goes 40 love up on his serve, and he has won all of those last 3 points pretty much in the same way. Serve out wide, step in, stretch Zverev, little shot over the top.
Yeah, nice. Net points won, 3 out of 3 for Nadal. He's getting some good success when he comes to the net.
And maybe, just maybe, he's channeling his inner Roger Federer during this match. It feels like he is.
I don't think he needs to when he's at Roland Garros. He just should challenge himself.
But it's almost a kind of quasi serve and volley game. I'm going to take all the credit I can get for Roger.
What a player. Oh, another big shot from him. He's hitting a lot better, isn't he? He's moving Zverev around. He goes into the net. And I think he's been as good as Sasha Zverev for the last 10 minutes. I would say there's not been much separating them at all. We look at the first 15 and it was all Zverev. Zverev was the more dominant player. Nadal making the mistakes. Last 10, even kill. And all Rafa needs to do is produce a better level on the Zverev serve. And I think he can break back. And this first set is up for grabs. That is a game to love, though.
It's a game to love.
Ben's always part of all these streams, isn't he?
When did the budget for the buttons increase?
I think Ben just got a little bit more accustomed to making them.
Right. Ben, I like this comment from Victor. Ben has to be careful. This Liam commentary is top notch. Well, thank you, Victor. I appreciate that, man. You know, it's always going to be Ben, of course. But if I can give you guys a good little commentary while we're watching such a momentous match, then for sure I'll do that.
Yeah, we're very lucky to have some good commentators. I know Roland was also in the chat. He'll be doing some commentary later in the week. Great to include a lot of the community. And Liam, he's been one of the day ones. He knows his tennis. Great with the commentary. He's got his own channel as well, so go subscribe to that. The Liquidator podcast covers everything boxing.
Yeah, boxing, MMA. If you're interested in that, come join the family. I've just got to reload my stream.
All good. I'll take you through it. Zverev serving. And I'm feeling a little bit more optimistic about the level of Rafael Nadal. Pulls his wedgie out. Always an encouraging sign. Feeling himself. 3-2 Zverev, second serve. Nice outfit from Zverev. I do like the old school Adidas yellow.
Yeah, I like the yellow. It feels a little bit German as well. If you could imagine what he's wearing right now as kind of the Germany away kit during the Euros, nice. You can see it.
You should have seen what Wawrinka was wearing yesterday. I don't know if you watched that match against Murray.
I watched a little bit of it. Yeah, I can't remember what he was wearing though.
Yellow.
Oh, right. Oh, lovely little backhand slice.
Baseline, Rafa.
That was on the. Was that not on the line, JG?
No, just long. It's very these camera angles, you can't quite see it sometimes. Difficult to see.
The thing is, if Zverev comes out here, does his own game to love, holds serve easily, you have to be saying that we Rafa's got a bit of a handful on him today, because you look at that, Zverev finishes off the point, we're at 40 love, and you just got to respect it at this point, because
he's doing well on his serves.
Yeah, he really, really is.
We got a good comment from Snell. We'll read that in a second about you, Liam.
Yeah, well, my predictions have been really good recently. They might be better today, though. I have gone for Zverev, so we'll see how we get on with that. Ooh, Zverev just messes up the ball toss.
He said sorry before he messed it up.
that's what do you call it? Anyway. Oh, did you hear the advertisement boardings when that shot hit the back of the wall?
Yeah, it's another.
We're talking about a guy with dynamite in his hands in Sasha Zverev. The racket at the moment is an extension of his arm. Yeah. It's an extension of him as a human.
And it's back-to-back game to love.
It's a game to love.
Yeah, the famous comment was, of course, a dancing Brazilian is a happy Brazilian. And that was said during the 2022 FIFA World Cup after, famously, Brazil getting knocked out.
Yeah. Yeah, it was... Well, no, I said that during a win, to be fair. It was just with hindsight, it just looks...
It's great that people remember these things, isn't it?
I know. It's embarrassing, but...
Just quickly, give us a word on the Euros. Who's winning the Euros?
England,
nice.
I'm going with it. I think we're going to do it. I think Jude Bellingham's going to be at the heart of it. And ultimately, I think it's time.
Nice. Back to this one. Rafael NADAL serving. He trails a break, but looked a lot better this last 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, no, he's improved for sure. But I just all Zverev has had to do in this... Let's assume Zverev goes on to win this set. I personally think he will. All he's had to do is get an early break against a Rafa not in the finest of form.
Yeah, I think that's good for Rafa. Because what you're saying is, if he didn't start so slow like he did, then this one would have been nothing separating them.
You could argue that, but I get what you're saying. That's the best. If you're going to lose a set, you only want to lose it by a single break, right? But what I'm saying is that all Zverev's really needed to do is get him once. So even Rafa, at arguably the best, this might be the best we've seen him in a long time, by the way. He's up against a hot informed Zverev, even in the best form we've probably seen him in a while, up against Zverev. Maybe that Dimonor game, you could look at that, but Dimonor's not a player I really rate that highly. He's still unable to get himself over the line.
The thing with Rafa, he's not found enough first serves. I think it's like 56%. Needs to get that up to the 70s, 80s to have a better chance.
It's a good rally.
He's a good rally, this one.
Zverev steps in. That's out.
Yes, come on. Well done, Rafa. Little fist pump from him. Clever from him as well, because it's just manipulating the court slightly. This is experience we're seeing.
I like the confidence from Rafa there to stay at the baseline.
Imagine having a seat there, Liam. You just sitting by the towel. So every time he's coming there to do the towel.
Yeah, but you'd have to hold yourself.
Do you reckon you're told at the start that you're not allowed to give him the towel? Or...
Yeah.
I was just getting kicked out.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is about Rafa there, it did show a lot of balls and a lot of guts to stay at the baseline, not be kind of sucked into a rushing Zverev that's ballooning his way to the net. And he just stuck at the baseline and just said, okay, I trust myself. I trust my ability to hit this cross court and move the opponent where I want him to go. And if he can continue with that confidence, that's only a good thing for him. That said, Zverev's operating with just as much confidence, if not more. That's out.
That's out, yeah. Close.
So much confidence.
We're both willing that one out. You can see Rafa's wife there in the back row. No signs of baby Rafa. Not sure where the baby is today.
Yeah, it's a shame if he's not there. You'd like to see... I'd like to get a word from him. See what he thinks about the match. Can he talk yet? He must be a couple years old now.
No, I don't think he can talk.
He must be babbling a little bit.
Just little words like, I don't know. Forehand.
Even there, Rafa with the let. It's unfortunate, sure, but he's he is struggling with these firsts, isn't he? Albeit
it's the
he's
first
got another
serves.
bite of the cherry. Liam, did Sinner medical timeout or Juventus soccer club playoff? I didn't actually know. I saw a picture of Sinner, something to do with Juventus, but I thought he was just there to like say hello. So I don't know. Is the honest answer. That's a really good shot by Rafa cross court of the forehand. He forces him long.
Oh, look at him go. He's feeling big fist bumps now. Big vamos from him. Before the ball even landed long, you can see him turning, looking to the crowd. He's getting up for it. It's only one breaker serve. Liam seems to think this first set is over. I think we could be in for a little surprise. Reason being, let's wind on a little bit to 5-4. The trumpets going. Rafael NADAL with the fist pumps just in the game before after a massive shot winner. I think we could start seeing maybe a double fault from Zverev here or there, and then a bit of shaky stuff. Are we going to see a break point? If we do, Rafa will take one. He can't afford to give him a break point serving for the first set because I think he'll get broken.
Yeah, but the problem is, JG, I appreciate your positivity. I appreciate the passion and the will and the want to get this man closer to winning the first set. However, I would not be surprised right now if Zverev comes out and wins this to love.
I'm not talking about this one. I'm talking about the 5-4. That's when the champions are made. That's when the big guys are done. He can win this one to love. Then Rafa can muddle through the next one. I don't mind. A juice even. Yeah. He can. If he has one big moment in that next one, though, and the crowd are all up, the trumpets are going on the changeover, Zverev sitting in his chair knowing he's got to serve out for that first set, we could see the elbow go slightly.
Yeah, we're not in the business end yet,
and you know very well what it's like in a business end, Liam. We've played a few tennis matches in our time. Business end Liam is nowhere near the same free-flowing player as you are in the second or third game.
It's true. But that is me. This is Rafa, and
Zverev,
this is Zverev. I mean, look, I know Zverev has had his troubles mentally in closing out certain big matches, but I wonder if in Zverev's head right now, does he see this as a big match, or is he just looking at it as a first rounder against someone that's been inactive?
No, he's treating.
Or do you think he feels the pressure right now?
100%. He's treating this as like the big match. This is the big, huge match, the biggest match on paper at Roland Garros this year. By a long way.
True.
Let's see what he can do. It's a great first
Steps
serve.
in.
Oh, Rafa guesses.
Oh,
No, too much pace. And back to the football. Roland saying it's so not coming home with the orange emoji there, little flag. I'm assuming he means Holland. He reckons the Dutch can win. No, I don't give them a chance in hell.
Who have they got these days?
Depay,
Gakpo,
Van Dijk.
It's just not for me. Not for
They
me.
weren't too bad, were they, in the World Cup?
No, they're always good value, the Netherlands. I just think I just can't see them winning it this year, to be honest. Sorry, Roland. But who am I to talk? So, England are never gonna
It's coming on.
down the tee from Zverev. Oh, it just clips the net cord, but it doesn't go over. And Rafa will probably, he looks very serious right now, but I think inside that mind he's thinking, let's go.
This is Rafa's house. And there he is, celebrating.
It is Rafa's house, but will he be evicted today? Will the bailiffs coming round to escort him out of his house, or will he extend the lease by a year? Oh, Zverev steps in. It's lovely, soft hands.
So hard
That was
to
really
do
good by
shots,
Zverev.
really.
It's a great
It's hard
serve
to
from
do.
Zverev. Stepped in. Whoo. Took all the sting out of it. Look at this.
You've got to remember how fast it's coming.
Yeah, that's incredible by Zverev. Those are the shots you underrate when you're watching pro tennis players, and you're like, oh,
You try and play that one, it's coming at you, it just bounces off the frame and goes somewhere.
It'd break my racket. It would break my racket.
The Artengo just snaps.
Or Zverev on the volley. He's done it dry as well. That is a man high on confidence.
Do you know your racket? I was thinking about it actually just now. You bought the Dominic Thiem racket, didn't you?
don't know. Let's
I think
find out.
It's a Dominic Thiem one.
Let me find out now. Dominic Thiem, of course, it is his last year on the tour, which is a massive shame. He's really struggled with injuries over the last few years. Since
You just ruined the racket. I know Ben's racket is Coco Gauff's.
No, that's not my racket.
I think it was the one he had last year.
Okay, let me...
Ace down the tee to end it, and it was, like you said, a very straightforward service game. I never saw many problems coming from that service game. If anything, it's going to be at the 5-4 one. Rafa needs to get it to 5-4 though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, look, Zverev's one game away. And as much as you talk about the mental fortitude of Rafa, we've seen it time and time again. Zverev has a habit recently of just closing out matches. Just getting it done, just attacking when the time's right, just being offensive and aggressive when he needs to be. And I wonder whether he's going to turn it up a little notch here and start really pushing Rafa back.
Zverev's just serving too good, as Roland says. Snell's saying he's really happy for the respect I gave to Summit Nadal. He hopes Nadal proves Ben wrong, and that's a huge match for you. Yeah, well, listen, I hope it goes well for you, Snell. I think... I genuinely believe he can take a set or two. I'm not sure if he can win it, but I'd love to see him go far. He's an awesome player.
Nadal backhand cross court. Zverev sends a forehand back his way. It's kind of in the middle of the court at the moment. Rafa switches up the angles and Zverev into the net.
When we're in the rally, there is a lot of chances for Rafa.
Yeah, but I don't feel like he's quite in that flow state yet where he can really...
But if he can return every one of Zverev's serves in this next service game...
True.
Then I believe that he will have... That could be enough to see a break point. I truly believe that. That's my prediction anyway. Let's see if Rafa gets through this one. There's a great serve from him. Surely he's going to finish it off. No, he don't.
No.
That's a terrible one.
This is exactly what I mean. The opportunities that he does have, I don't think he's right in himself right now to be able to really follow through these big shots. The top spin forehand cross court is relatively
amazing.
okay
A player
right
of
now.
Nadal's level misses a shot like that. Do you not think? You played tennis your whole career. You're just like one of the best players who's ever played the sport. You'd think you just never lose it, but age does catch up on you.
I don't know whether it's so much the age. I'd probably just say that
Injuries.
we're talking about two elite professionals, right? You know, the speed, you mentioned it earlier, the speed at which these shots are coming at you, it's very fine lines. You make one slight incorrect position of your foot, or you slightly follow through a little bit too much, it's going to go out. Rafa's really grunting right now. Cross court from both men. The backhander Zverev, the forehander Rafa.
No.
This is what I mean. You see the way Zverev's hitting it right now. He's turned it up a little notch.
Oh, come on, Rafa, man. Just get through this game. I want to see Zverev at least struggle a little bit or get a bit nervous. Needs to get through this game, otherwise we're not going to get that.
Would you say that maybe Nadal just needs to get this one done with, though? Forget about it, move on, first set, and then clean slate in the second, and maybe Zverev will get a bit overconfident, potentially.
You never do that. Rafa will never give up on any point.
No.
I don't think he gives sets away.
Oh, look at the way Rafa's coming in here. Let's go!
Oh, that's a nice little one, isn't it? Even these shots, are so tough to do. Do you not think? Coming in, just stopping them dead like that. It's easy.
It's so tough as well.
Do you know what it's easy to do there? It's easy to go into the net. It's very easy just to go into the net.
It's easy to go into the net, and you see in that slow motion shot, right? There's that tiny millisecond where Rafa's about to hit it, and he can see out the corner of his eye where Zverev's going, and it's at that moment he chooses where to place the ball. If you don't clock on to where your opponent's going, you could easily put it straight back where they've moved.
Yeah,
it's really elite stuff.
This
is actually a really good match, to be honest. In terms of the tennis we're seeing, it's a really good match.
Yeah, it's a tactical battle. Great serve! Come on, let's go! Come on! One more point. And then we're going to see what Zverev is made of. One more point to see what he's made of.
You did say 5-4. You did say 5-4. That's when it's all going to get a bit ooey.
A bit shaky, that's for sure. Zverev, what does he have? Is he made of firmer stuff?
Thanks for that, by the way, Roland. Lovely comment there. Absolute legend.
Thanks, Roland.
And the channel's blessed to have you as well. I will speak on behalf of JG and Ben.
That's right.
It goes Rafa.
Oh, it's a great return. Zverev hitting this very hard at the moment.
Oh!
Drop shot. Oh my gosh.
Shot of the day. Zverev has stepped in on the backhand slice droppy and he's just caressed it over the top of the net.
Yeah. I think the slow-mo is going to show it better. Look at this. Oh, it's not even the slow-mo, it's just a repeat.
Yeah, I mean, there was still room for him as well. He hit that to perfection, and Rafa's face there.
Yeah. He's angry, isn't it? It's wound him up a little bit.
I mean, there was anger, but there was a silent respect from Rafa.
Admiration.
Yeah.
He's just not finding the first serves. I'm getting a bit annoyed. 52%. It's going to drop to 50 now after that another missed one.
I think when Zverev's hitting drop shots like that, you're in for a world of trouble because it's not necessarily his game. Cross court from both at Rafa's into the net.
No, set point.
Set point.
Set point. It was a big moment, that drop shot.
Yeah, the crowd. There's a little bit of a strange energy right now.
I'm going to call them out. I think they're a bit disappointing. For all that money you've paid, even if he's in this situation losing, get behind it. Could be his last time there. Do you not think they should be more electric?
But the people that can afford to buy those tickets for thousands of euros, they're not the type of people, no offence, that are going to be shouting and screaming.
Oh, that's a big point. It's set point for Zverev. We're into the rally. Zverev to the backhand of Rafa. Oh, it's a really good backhand. Come on, he saved set point. He saved set point. The set goes on. 46 minutes. Oh, God.
That was good from Rafa, just to say. And as much as earlier on in this set, I was saying Rafa needs to shorten the points.
The crowd need to get behind him more, man. I need to see a little bit more.
I want to see someone in the crowd with a Spanish flag draped around their neck going, let's. I nearly swore.
She's a bit nervous.
Saying, let's come on, let's go, Rafa, let's go. That's what I want to see. Don't want to see all this sitting there going, oh, Rafa, get into him, Come on.
Put the scones down and get behind him.
He thinks it's McGregor versus Chandler. Zverev backhand over the top. Rafa, lovely forehand cross court. Zverev's put it down the line. Cross court from Rafa. Backhand as Zverev to the centre of the court. Rafa's gone long.
No. It's always going to happen. Sometimes it's not a good idea to move Zverev too much.
Yeah, he then gets in a bit of a flow and he's flicking them over. And he
likes the angles. Zverev. You're giving him too many angles.
A dancing Zverev is a happy Zverev. It's a confident Zverev. It's a winning Zverev.
That's exactly the jinx I wanted to hear right now. Thank you, Liam.
Exactly, Roland. Exactly, mate. 100%.
Set point number 2. Why don't we see an ace? Oh, that's a good leave. It's as good as an ace, though. I mean, what a serve.
That serve, it nearly went into the crowd. We nearly went off for a throw-in. Did
you see where Zverev returned that from?
Yeah, it was nuts.
That's one of them where I feel it's difficult to know that it's going to go over your head and not go in.
Yeah. It was a good leave, as you say.
I'll be honest, I hit them ones, and it's not a good idea.
Yeah, I try and flick them over, and it just all goes wrong.
Oh, that's a shame.
Another let from Rafa. He's had a few of those already.
Yeah.
He'll have another go at the first serve. There he goes with his ritual.
If you are just joining the stream, please give us a like on the video. It's free to do so. Helps us in the algorithm. And subscribe to Game to Love if you're new. We'll be doing daily podcasts and also covering a lot more of these matches. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. That's going to get the crowd up. So much power from Rafael NADAL. You didn't know he still had that, did you, Liam?
I knew he still had it. It's just whether it will come to
We
the
don't see it
fore
enough.
against a strong, stern competitor like the German behemoth, Sasha Zverev. And we saw it there. We need to see more of it, though. And we're definitely going to need to see more of it if he's to hold here and then get himself in amongst the pigeons to try and win this set. But Zverev looks like he's going to have the opportunity to serve it out.
Would be amazing. Zverev off balance. Oh, Rafa's clipped the line. No, he's missed that one though. No, it's just so tight, this match. A little grimace
Rafa
from
there,
Rafa.
after missing that forehand, he scowled. He was almost like a cat that was kind of... He had his dinner taken away. Look at that. He's hissed.
I think it's because the one just hit the line.
Yeah.
He's like, how's that happened? He feels a bit unlucky, a bit hard done by.
Those shots 5 years ago stay in for him. This is the difference.
Even 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, drop shot.
No, it's got it over!
Oh,
What
no.
a shot.
What a get from Zverev. The drop shot just took too long to come down. It went too high. Look,
Let's see it again.
it wasn't a bad drop shot, but look, it's just too high.
It looked like a double bounce.
Look at that.
I mean, you've got to respect Zverev for getting there, though. And
It's the way he's done it as well.
yeah. Oh, and Rafa did a clap of the racket there because you have to show the respect. And his set point again, by the way. Rafa into the net. That's set.
No.
That's set.
No.
He's hit the net a lot today. And I just want to say, look, I know it's all about Rafa. It's Rafa's day. It's Rafa's tournament. It's Rafa's Grand Slam. We have to give our due props to Sasha Zverev right now. We have to give them. He's brought...
And that is the break to end it, isn't it? So it means Zverev will serve first to start the second set.
Wow.
How do you assess that then?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking through some of the stats. The first serve percentage for Nadal, 61%. First serve points won, 65%. I think that is for Rafa, 78 and 78 for Zverev, respectively. Second serve points won for Rafa, by the way. That was in the 30s. That was around 38%. 36%, sorry. It's there on the screen.
Yeah, I think we saw some really good moments from Rafa at the end of that first set. It's just a shame that one point, I think the drop shot was quite important at a good time. And then that shot where Rafa just didn't quite get the game over the line. I truly believe we could have seen a nervous Zverev serving out for the first set, but we never got to see it.
The problem is, though,
We'll
he
never
hasn't been, I know it's a different ball game when he's having to serve it out, that sort of thing, but he's served so well today, man. Like, I'm not a Sasha Zverev fan. I don't like the guy. I don't have any love for him, to be perfectly honest. But I have to respect what he's doing right now. I have to applaud what he's doing right now. And for what it's worth, right, this isn't the Rafa of old. This isn't elite level Rafa. But I think this is a good level of Rafa. Like, this version of Rafa beats a lot of the scrubs in this tournament, let's be honest. He beats a lot of the seeds in this tournament, in my opinion. But, sorry, just quickly, Zverev is playing high-quality tennis, and it's enough to defeat him. And 6-3 in the first set. Rafa put him in some deep trenches from time to time, but it was relatively easy there for Zverev. 2 breaks of serve.
Well, I'd like to give you
no
an
breaks for
assessment
Rafa.
from someone very famous on social media, someone you're quite a big fan of on X, the new platform. And the tweet reads this, and Zverev in total control of the match so far. Happy to trade with Nadal and wait for the error. That, of course, is Pavi G. Do you...
I've got absolutely no respect for Pavi G.
I know you and him go back and forth.
I don't care what anyone says, right? And it's not because he's a Djokovic fan. If he was doing what he was doing for any other player on the tour, I've got absolutely no respect for the guy. He's a waffle job. He's a flip-flopper. He says, I respect Nadal, but then 90% of the time he's taking the piss out of him. Look, the less said about him, the better, to be honest. He's a hype man. I love Djokovic. Djokovic's the GOAT in my eyes, despite the fact I'm a Federer fan. But Pavi G, he needs to have a long, hard look in the mirror for me.
Okay.
I know he's a friend of the channel. Personal opinion. I'll disclose that. It is what it is. The trumpets are going, and I am going to go for a piss. Be right back.
See you soon. And I was hoping these trumpets would be playing after the first set, where Zverev would have been forced into a tie-break from Rafael Nadal, but it wasn't to be. And now we're approaching the second. Zverev serving first. I actually prefer that. I think it's better for Zverev to serve first in a set than the other way around. I might eat my words, though. Let's see how he gets on. Would be good if Rafa can break straight away to start the second. Good first serve, and it's into the bottom of the net from Rafael Nadal. Bit too straightforward for Zverev. 200 kilometers an hour. It's fast, but he's got a lot. He's got more than that. It's not that fast. Good first serve. Into the rally. Backhand to the backhand as Zverev playing down the middle of the court. Rafa opens it up a little bit. Backhand Zverev. Too good, isn't it? It's going to land in though. And Zverev goes again. Rafa somehow gets a racket to it. Don't think it's landing in though. It's going to go long on this time, and it's 30 love. Just can't stop him. He can't stop him at the moment. This Zverev is a problem. A massive, massive problem for Rafael Nadal. There's a reason why he was the big favourite, and we're seeing exactly why that is.
We 30 love up already. I wasn't gone for that long, was I?
No, just some quick points from Zverev. I mean, he's hitting through Rafa a little bit.
These shots from Zverev are insane, and Rafa goes wide.
Yeah, he's struggling to deal with the pace. The pace is too much.
You could argue outside.
It's a fully fit Zverev. You've got to remember, everyone's got something a bit wrong with them. Alcaraz, problem with his arm. Sinner, problem with his hip. Medvedev, problem with his hip as well, and something else. Everyone's got something a bit wrong with them, apart from Zverev. Rublev's been ill and sick. Tsitsipas has had his heart broken.
I do think, all right, I'm going to flip-flop again. I'm becoming Pavi G. I'm going to flip-flop, right? I'm going to go back to what I said earlier. And I think Hassan's alluded to this in the chat. Thanks for your comment, mate. Rafa needs to shorten the points. The best success Rafa had in this match so far is when he shortened the points. And I know it's easier to do that when you're on your own serve. I'm not necessarily expecting him to do it in that first game there. But he just needs to make sure the points are short. Zverev doesn't get into a flow, kill him off early so that he can just hold, and then hopefully Zverev makes the mistake that he can capitalise on when he has his service games. It's very tough for him right now.
I feel like we're clutching.
I don't feel like I'm clutching. I just feel
we're trying our best to find the way for Rafa to win when you just don't have the power which Zverev has and all the movement. Nor the consistency. He doesn't have a lot of things what Zverev has right now.
Well, if you think about it, right, I'm
The
assuming
only thing he has is experience over Zverev.
top 3 seeds are Djokovic, Alcaraz, and Sinner, correct? Correct. As you mentioned, all of those guys are having
no? One sec, let me confirm. No, I think you're right, yeah.
As you mentioned, all 3 of those guys have got issues. This is probably the worst possible first round that he could have had. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
in terms of going up against someone who's got momentum, he's just won a Masters.
Think it would have been better to play Djokovic. I think the Nadal Djokovic would have been an easier match than playing Zverev. I don't even know how you think about it. Zverev's been tearing it up.
I know Djokovic isn't in the
Djokovic has not been. He's been losing to everyone. Lost to Luke Kennedy, Mahatch.
Well, no, I literally just said to you, I said that Zverev is probably the hardest first match. I agree, but equally, Djokovic is Djokovic. But Nadal's record against Djokovic in the French Open, I'm not sure what it is. I know he lost.
Not too good.
He lost in the semis a couple of years ago, didn't he? Against Djokovic.
Yeah, he's beat him once or twice, tops.
As Victor says, Zverev is 10 years younger than Rafa. Spring chicken, mate. Spring chicken.
Yeah, the shoe's on the other foot now. Rafa played Ruud at French Open, and the final, the commentator said Ruud needs to shorten the points. Now the shoe is on the other foot. Yeah. It wasn't that long ago either. That was, by the way, that was the last time Rafael NADAL played a Roland Garros match. The final of Roland Garros.
I was sat on a sofa in Singapore watching that match on TV, and I had GTL on my phone next to me. I remember it. Remember it well. Rafa, though, he's having a good service game here. I'm not going to lie.
He's not been as bad on his service games than the first one. He's not looked like getting broken as... I know he got broken.
It's percentage tennis at the moment. It can only take one mess up, one little moment.
Look at that. That's a great shot from him. Zverev, though, resetting the rally. I mean,
flipping him back.
It's not fair, is it, when Zverev's playing like this? Now he's reset this rally somehow.
Nadal steps in. Oh, lovely angled shot from Rafa Nadal.
Another fist pump. The crowd.
There we go.
Now they're getting excited. But come on,
there's a Spanish flag. There's a Spanish flag draped around the neck of someone. That's what we want to see.
It's a game.
Viva Español.
It's a game to love.
It's another clever little shot, isn't it? Like a stab crossways. I've never ever done one. I've played tennis for a lot of years. I've tried that shot from watching it on the TV, and I've hit the net or gone too much every single time. It's so hard to do.
See, for me, that's probably one of my favourite shots. It's not. I'm terrible.
I can't do that one.
My best shot's my serve. that ain't great. My best shot's my serve, and it never goes in. So. Doesn't help. We are at 1 apiece in the second set. I mean, Rafa's certainly started this set better than the last one, I would say.
Yeah, agreed. I want to see him get a break. He's had some break points in the first set.
Well, let there from Zverev. Yeah, Ben's prediction is seeming pretty great, Hassan. It is.
What was his prediction?
I don't know. I don't know. I was just hyping it up. What was it again? I can't
Remind us on Ben's prediction, Hassan.
Good rally this. Down the line from Zverev on the backhand, and Rafa goes long. He hasn't liked that.
Pace.
He hasn't liked that, Rafa.
It feels a bit unfair watching it. Do you know what I think? It's like...
it's not unfair, JG. This is professional tennis.
No, what I'm saying about that, it looks like you're playing your dad and you're about 12 years old and he's just got a little bit more than you in everything. And he's just giving his all and he just can't handle it. And in this situation, Zverev's the dad.
But equally, I'm going to go back to what I said earlier. Sasha Zverev is the 4th seed in the tournament, right? And he's ended up getting Rafa Nadal in the first round. This isn't good for him either. Like, like people can talk and say Nadal is a
Oh, it is
horrible
good. If
draw
he wins
for
it
him.
in straight sets, it wasn't too bad, was it? 3-3
Well, no,
and
of
3.
course not. But this is a horrible draw for the 4th seed in the first round as
Oh,
well.
definitely. So
We're
Ben
not
Ben
talking-
said Zverev in 5, just for the confirmation.
Yeah, I thought so.
I don't think that is a good prediction, because I think if it goes 5, I think Nadal will win, because that means Nadal's won 2 sets. I feel Zverev will win in 3 or 4 at a push, but 3's the most likely if he wins.
Yeah, I would kind of agree with that. I mean, look, at the moment, I only see this as a straight sets victory for Zverev. I know I said 4 sets to 1. Sorry, 3 in
It's hard
4.
to look beyond that at the
4
moment,
sets
for
to
sure.
1. It's going to be a retirement. I said 3 sets to 1 Zverev. But it feels like straights at the moment. The reason I say that is not because Rafa's necessarily playing badly.
Oh, it's
I just
out.
think Zverev is serving way too
That's
well
out.
right now. Yeah, that was out there, wasn't it?
Zverev. Oh no, is it a correction? No, they're going to. Nadal called it in himself. I think he looked at the line and said the ball was in. Let's have a look again. But on that basis, it is another hold for Zverev.
Yeah, he holds.
2-1.
And on that note, exactly what I was saying. I just think Zverev's serving way too well right now. This is the fundamentals of tennis, right? If you hold your serve, 9 times out of if you continue to hold your serve throughout the set, it's very highly unlikely that you're going to lose the set because you just keep holding and you keep going on forever. So
losing tire breaks.
well, exactly, and that's the only real way I see Nadal nicking a set at the moment because
He
I
did have
don't
2
see
break points, and I think he could have done better on one of them.
Yeah, he did.
It's quite tight. This match is tight. There's opportunities here.
There are opportunities. It's whether he's going to take them. Oh, I meant Ben's prediction for the final. Who do you have in the final, JG?
Ben for the final had Alcaraz versus Zverev.
Alcaraz. And
Yeah,
who?
Alcaraz Zverev.
That is a good final, to be fair. Alcaraz is picking up a bit of form as well, I feel like. He's
It's not
looking
bad.
good. I'm liking the Alcaraz with the he's got the tape on him.
Yeah.
He's
bit
to
of a
me
warrior.
that signifies. People talk about the injuries. To me, that signifies he's a man now. He's got
He's ready
these
just to
little
strap
bumps.
up.
Yeah, he's got a few niggles. He's able to deal with it.
A bit unlike Conor McGregor. I mean, what's he doing? Did you see him partying the other night?
Yeah,
Even
I'm
more
cancelling
happened
my
since
flights
you
to
said-
Vegas.
Yeah.
There's no point. He's an old man fulfilling a
He's taking them
contractual
in.
obligation. But come on, Rafa, here we go. The King of Clay versus the villain of Paris.
The tennis.
And the villain of Paris goes into the net. 15.
Not sure if you like that one.
I mean, there's literally no Zverev. Guys, let us know in the chat right now. Just say yes or no. Are you a Zverev fan? Yes or no? I can guarantee we're going to see a load of no's. Mate, he's not
You got Ben Rothenberg tweeting about Zverev and how he should not be playing this match at all, talking about the case still. Ben Rothenberg's been a big instigator on that whole trial for Zverev.
He has, but
I don't know enough about it to comment, but I just see it constantly. He's always just going with the same narrative.
I mean, I don't know enough about the ins and outs of the thing, right? But the way the German judicial system works is that he has actually been charged. So what happens is they basically have a trial without a jury where I think it's like a judge or someone just decides what the outcome is, and then it's on the person who gets charged to basically counteract that charge. So that's how I think it's all working. For me, in any other sport, right? Of course, in the world, you're guilty you're innocent until you're proven guilty. I get that, but in most sports, when someone is embroiled in a scandal like this, and I'll call it a scandal, they're suspended from that sport until it comes to a close.
Exactly, yeah.
We've seen it many times in football where something's happened. They don't
It's
actually
weird he's
end
still
up
playing until it's settled.
Yeah. Like he should have his full focus and efforts on clearing his name.
I know what you mean.
Like, how
my
can
word.
he be
Nah,
taking
mate,
that trials?
Rafa's falling apart.
Yeah, I know. Rafa's just.
As
I
you're
think
saying
Rafa
this, he's
that would have
falling
been out in a
apart.
doubles court, mate. That would have been out in a doubles court.
Yeah, and all of his box are looking extremely worried. They're just there staring, just looking extremely worried. Zverev smiling and laughing.
Yeah, look, and I could speak about the Sasha Zverev situation for 5 hours, right? We don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. But what I would say is that in any other sport in the world, he would not be on this court right now. And that's the facts.
Yep, agreed. Rafa hits the baseline.
Oh. Lovely
Come
cross-court backhand from Rafael NADAL. And the little old Spaniard shows that there might just be life left in those luscious little legs of his. And as he walks back over to the baseline to get the serve going again, are we just seeing
Well,
him
do you know
trying
how
to
crazy
save
this
pace,
is,
or is
Liam?
it him coming
We'll
to the
be
court?
remembering these moments for many, many years into the future.
Yeah,
If this is Rafa's last time, like we'll never forget this moment.
yeah, yeah.
Especially if he does something magic like this and
Boom.
manages to save all these break points.
It is so
This
key.
is tennis history we're watching right now. We're part of a tennis historical moment.
We are, and so are all you guys in the chat.
Yeah.
Absolute legends. Exactly, Kat. It would look absolutely horrible for the sport. I'm a massive supporter of guilty until proven innocent, but in that same
He
breath,
should be on the backbenches right now until the trial is
There
taken.
we
Look at that!
go!
Come on, let's go! Big serve!
Rafa's serving well.
Let's send him to his chair early. That's what we can do. And Rafael NADAL can do that with one big point right now. Oh, look at that. Rafa! Do. Rafa! Do. Rafa! You can imagine it inside there. The scenes.
And this is exactly the sort of cauldron that Zverev won't want to operate in. So Rafa needs to play off this crowd.
Oh my God.
There we
Come
go!
on!
There's
Oh,
Rafa!
look, he's getting
He gets
hyped!
the winner.
He's getting so hyped! Look at him getting hyped! He's jumping up! It's like he's just won Roland Garros! This is the opening round! He's not even done anything! He's not even broken! He's just saving break points! I've got goosebumps! You've seen him jump up there! Zverev has got to start thinking in his head right now. He is playing someone bigger than this sport! Bigger than anything! It is the king of Roland Garros! Is it
king
going to
of
start
clay.
getting in his head? Look at him there, Liam. The emotion.
And I
mean,
just look back to 2005, 2006, the young Spaniard, the long hair, the exuberance of youth. I feel right now he needs to get into that mentality.
Mate, I think it's
of-
pumped him. I think it's pumped him.
I think he's
He's
ready.
keeping these balls. He's keeping them all in play. Look at him go. The ball has awoken and it's into the net from Zverev. The ball is going. El Toro. El Matador. Rafael NADAL. The Spaniard. He's got him going. There's a bit of hype now.
Vamos. Vamos, vamos, vamos.
This is what I want to see.
Find some...
Last 5 points. 5 points in a row for Rafael NADAL. Zverev can't win one right now. NADAL is pumped. The atmosphere is electric.
Oh, Rafa dives into that.
Oh my word, he's keeping it in play, Liam. It's a big smash. He's still keeping it in play.
Oh,
that's
wow.
good.
What a
That's
shot
good.
from Zverev. And you have to say, to lose 5 points in a row and then in a little tentative rally like that, finish it off cross court. Fantastic
annoying, isn't it?
tennis from Sasha Zverev. It's not annoying.
Credit
You have
to
to
him.
this is what we want Rafa in a match like this. I'd rather Rafa, if he's going to go out on his sword, go out in a match like this against a top competitor than go out against a Hubie Hurkacz, like a Roger Federer. My guy got retired by Hubie Hurkacz. How do you think I feel?
Bageled.
Bageled and destroyed by Hubie Hurkacz.
Her catch is good, man.
Yeah, but not in the slams, mate. Oh, and it's
wow.
cross court from Zverev again. He's finding that corner, and all of a sudden, he's knocked the stuffing right out of not only Rafa, but the crowd as well.
That was a little bit of a resurgence moment. It got me up for it slightly, but then it's all coming down again.
Hubie Hurkacz does it better. makes me happy.
Come on, Nadal.
Don't know where that came from.
That's a big point.
Turn it into a button.
Get Ben
Look,
to do
Rafa's hitting that topspin forehand really well right now. Cross court with the
That's
backhand and
better.
then into the net from Zverev.
Mate, I'm telling you, if he gets into the points and doesn't let that first serve dictate the point, there's opportunities.
Well, let's be
Can
honest.
we just rewind a second? Do you remember like the first game, when he got broken and his head was all over the place and he didn't know where his towel was. No, he's like walking around and he went one side with the towel, then he had the other towel. He was all rattled. We've come on a little bit from that moment.
This is the thing, is he kind of channeling his youth right now? You know, when he was a young Spaniard and wasn't used to playing the professional game.
Oh my word, what a backhand. Rafa
gone
runs
inside
around
out.
it, not a good idea. But it works out all right. We've got break point.
It is a good
We have
idea.
break point. We have a break point. Another break point. First of the second set for Rafael Nadal. Can he convert a break point? If you are just joining, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. It is huge right now. We're going to be taking you through this entire match and a lot of other matches at Roland Garros.
Guys, this is prime time tennis. Rafa Nadal break point.
Vamos.
And are we entering the quantum realm for Rafa Nadal?
Vamos. Oh, it's moonballed in.
Cross
Rafa,
court from
nice one
Rafa.
outside.
Oh, it's a drop
Rafa,
shot.
drop
from
shot.
Rafa. It's not going
Oh! He didn't know where to go. Rafa was going to go this way. He didn't know whether to go the other. It's a little drop shot. And did you hear that? It is the break. Vamos!
Hey! Vamos! Hey! Vamos! Rafael Nadal! Hey! Vamos! Hey! Vamos! Rafael Nadal!
Unbelievable.
Guys, get your Vamoses in the chat right now. I want to see your Vamoses. Type it out. It's 5 letters, but guess what? Rafa needs all the support he can get right now, and I promise you it makes a difference. You guys get your Vamoses in the chat, and we'll read each and every one of them out. Let us know as well, where are you watching from tonight? Are you sat at home out in Paris? Are you over across the world in Australia? Are you out in Nigeria? Are you in Uzbekistan for all it's worth? Let me know in the live chat right now. We've got a Vamos from JG57. Let's go. Gerald's going Vamos Rafa. Laura Lopez Velez is going Vamos Rafa as well. We've got Daria Raval with a Vamos as well. Well, a few of them. Yeah.
Steady on, Daria. Just the one
Steady on,
Vamos.
Daria. And Hassan just kind of solemnly says, there is hope. There is hope.
Ale,
Pacey
and the
saying,
Vamos.
yeah. Ale. Adea Burkic going with a Vamos as well. This is what we need, guys. Whenever Rafa hits a winner, you need to be in the chat with a Vamos. It helps. It helps him. I want to see Spanish flags. I want to see paella. I want to see everything.
Sangria.
Yeah, Vamoses are allowed to be spammed. Yeah, I want sangria. I want it all. I want it all. I want all the smoke. Back to the tennis, though.
He's got to consolidate. It's not a break until you consolidate, of course.
Yeah, and he's got
It's
into
like-
the net.
It's like he's won the match, but he hasn't. It's only a break.
Victor says, watching from Madrid when the streets are quiet and the TVs are blaring. There you go.
That must be so cool, though, in Madrid right now. Nobody out. I bet
Yeah.
some bars are showing it and everyone's getting all hyped in Madrid. It's a shame. I should have gone to Madrid. Do you not think that would have been a bit of a vibe?
Oh, mate, I've never been to Madrid. I'd like to go.
Yeah.
I'd like to go. Forza Rafa consolidation now is vital.
what
And
serve?
Vamos from Miami.
What a
Vamos from
serve.
Miami. Yeah. Good serve. Yeah, appreciate you guys with the comments. Absolute legends. Gene just says quickly, Rafa is summoning his magic. The dark arts of Rafael NADAL.
It's crazy, isn't it, when you think about what he's done on this very court.
That's long from Zverev.
It's not in any other court. It's this actual court he's been playing on for like 16 years.
This is home. You
16,
think about
17
it, right?
years just doing this magic year after year. Do you know how many years that is? It's a
mad.
lot of time. At the highest of level, on this very court. He's always winning it on Strathclyde.
It's his home match. This is West Ham at the London Stadium. This is United at Old Trafford. Into the net
Chelsea at the
from
Bridge.
Zverev again. And Nadal is looking really good value for consolidating this break. And I tell you what, he's then 4-2 up and he's on the home straight.
I'm looking at the bookies, and they've got this one now at 3.75. So that is what they had him at the start of the match. They're anticipating he wins this set, and that's how it started. Best of 3 setup.
I think he is good value for this set now.
I think it's too early to
On the
say.
basis of one break and no consolidation. Oh, he's moving, Zverev.
Come on,
around.
let's go! Let's keep running around! Let's go, Rafael NADAL! It's the consolidated break. He did that with a bit of class. It wasn't the mistakes. It wasn't just Zverev struggling through. It was a bit of class. Good serving. Pulling him out wide. Winners. Danger. We like to see it. Come on. Let's get everyone pumped for this one. Vamos, Rafa.
Hey! Vamos! Hey! Vamos! Rafael NADAL! Hey! Vamos! Hey! Vamos! Rafael NADAL!
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable level. We've got son of Robin, aka Ben, saying great stream. He's on the M25. He's missing a classic. It is a great stream and a great match. Zverev, he settled himself down though in these last few points. 30 love and first serves. Was it 96% in this second set for Zverev?
Surely.
Crazy numbers.
Mad. That's
I mean,
mad.
it's 80. He's only missed 6 first serves the entire match. There's one there. I mean, he's served impeccably. And I think that gives me a lot of confidence. Because if Zverev is serving this well and he finds himself only up a set and down a break in the second, I think Nadal's got a chance. Who's to say his service performance doesn't get worse as the match goes on? Or we see a dip in that serving performance. If we see a dip in Zverev serving, Nadal will win this match. You heard it here first.
Yeah, and as much as I was bigging up the serve, JG, you might be right. Has he become over-reliant on the serve to the point where actually it's not a hindrance to him by any means, but there's a lack of versatility to his game in a way, especially on Rafa's serve. I mean, I'm looking at him now. Rafa's just staying in the points. Look at
He's
this.
moving
Rafa
well.
out wide.
He's
Zverev
moving
goes
well.
cross court. Rafa's just finding those pockets of space on the corner of the court to put the ball into. Zverev hitting the ball very well indeed as well, though.
kept
He
it in,
steps
though.
in, he finished off
It's
the point.
done.
Respect.
And we do have, as Ben's saying, some special audio in the bottom. I forgot about that. I will be
Really?
playing it. We've got some special audio at the bottom for some players. So you never know, we may get some in a minute.
And how do we
You can access them at the bottom of the stream.
right.
Let's wait and
I'll
see.
let
We're
you
not pressing
do
it. Yeah, we're not pressing it yet because we're going to wait to see if Rafa can do anything. I forgot about that, so thanks, Ben. 1 hour 22 on the clock.
We've got Mondo Boy saying, my son loves you guys. Can you say hi to Aiden? Vamos! Aiden, you're a legend. Good geezer. I think you're going to be on Philip Chatrier one day. Big yourself up, Aiden.
Yeah, shout out Aiden. Hopefully you're wearing your Rafa t-shirt and getting behind the boy.
He might be a Zverev fan, mate. Actually, no, Vamos. Probably not. Meine Deutsche ist sehr gut. Sascha Zverev ist nicht sehr gut. Aber meine Deutsche ist scheiße.
I wonder... Yeah, thanks for that, Liam. Let's go around some of the other courts because there is other tennis happening right now. And we have Henry Squire against Max Purcell, currently in a 5th set. We've got Aslan Karatsev also in a 5th set to Shevchenko right now. Arthur Fiz Arnaldi, that's 1 set all. It's all pretty tight, actually. All of the men's matches at the moment. On the women's, Leylah Fernandez up a break. Coco Gauff is killing it. Danielle Collins also started very strong.
Yeah, I mean...
Matches already played. You spoke about Sinner. He got the job done in straight sets. Shelton managed to beat Gaston. Kwon Soon beat Rusevora. That's a big shock.
Wow.
No, neither of me or Ben had that. I think it was at crazy odds. Tsitsipas come through against Fucsovic very comfortably in straight sets. And Summit Nagao playing right now down a set against Karen Khachanov.
Yeah, I mean, Baez, Sebastian Baez also down a set to Haider. Not a player I know too much about.
I think Ben maybe predicted that one. He had Haider win him.
Really? Okay. Yes.
Haider very unknown. We don't really know much about him myself.
I mean, Felix, I like Felix at the moment. You know, he's nowhere near kind of the top levels that he was at a few years ago, but it feels like he's hitting a bit of form.
Yeah. On the women's, though, it's straightforward, isn't it? See Iga.
You know how much I love
1
Iga,
and a 2.
so
It's just like...
I do not mind that at all.
An hour and 2 minutes, done.
Where's Raducanu? Oh, she's not playing.
No.
No, we won't get into that.
Didn't want to play the qualifying.
No, I'm not gonna start you off because you'll be here all day.
It's too long. It's not worth it.
By the way, Rafa's serving. This is key because if he can get himself 5-3 up, that puts the pressure massively on Zverev. He scooped one up. It was like he was flipping a pancake on Shrove Tuesday, and it had just went skew-if and landed on the floor.
We had a really good 10-minute spell, or maybe less than that, where he looked so good. Like, it looked like prime Rafa for a moment. I'm worried that now that's dipped off and gone.
It's tough, though, for him, because in order for him to continue to look like that, he needs Zverev to be consistently not at his level as well.
Good hands.
Oh, fantastic.
It's like he's held it on his racket and just manipulated exactly where he wants the ball to kill it dead.
It's incredible. It should be illegal to be able to kill the ball dead like that in the net. Look, Zverev, that's a good shot. And Rafa just slices it apart. I'm surprised the tennis ball didn't cut in half.
Look at it spinning.
Incredible. Yeah. He nearly came back to him. He nearly caught it. See, it's phenomenal. And look, Rafa just...
It's mad. You appreciate it more when you play. Definitely.
Yeah.
You'll never appreciate tennis until you play it.
Exactly. Like, you try and do one of these top spin forehands in the court, I can guarantee you it will hit
no. It'll look like that.
Yeah. Look like that from Rafa. The backhand from hell. It p-rolled along the floor. A little bit like a penalty I saw England take a few years ago.
I must admit, you don't really do p-rollers. You're not a p-roller type. If you're going to make a mistake, it's to go long, isn't it? You're a balloon.
Yeah, it will hit the cage, like the back of the cage. Down with the serve out wide, Zverev gets it in with the backhand.
Pulled him out of the court. Oh my word! Oh my word! Oh boy, that is incredible! One of the best shots of the match so far. I thought Nadal for certain hit a winner past him. It looked for certain a straight winner past him. Sorry, Zverev. I thought Zverev had him. Look at this, Zverev on the run. It was such a good shot, and somehow Nadal gets a racket to it.
Oh, he just...
Did it bounce? I don't think it did. It was a volley.
No, it didn't. It didn't. It's incredible. You could tell it didn't bounce
Amazing
as well.
athleticism.
It had that top spin on it. Wow. And we're seeing Rafa flags, Rafa fans, Rafa devouts, Rafa acolytes.
This is a big point.
Zverev cross court. Rafa balloons it up, just pinches the line. Rafa's at the net. It's another fantastic shot! Let's go, Rafa!
He's done it again! He's done it again! 40-30! He keeps doing them!
Come on!
Moments of magic. Did you see that little slice as well? So delicate. Let's look at that on the replay. That backhand down the line, fantastic. And then this. God, it looked quicker. You don't
It's
see
the best single game of tennis I've seen Rafa play since the French Open 2 years ago.
Yeah, agreed. Definitely. This is the best
Single
tennis we've seen
game.
from him. He's not lost a point at the net. 9 out of 9. Do you know how hard that is to do with Zverev pace coming at you and you're at the net?
He's done it well. He's done it well. I've definitely just killed all headphone users, by the way.
The excitement.
The passion. Should we just like go all in on Rafa now? Just 100%
Get the hat off,
biased. Get the Mercedes out of. It's a good rally. Backhand cross court. Zverev sends it the other way.
No, he's not. He's gone into the net. He's bottled it a little bit there. Sasha Zverev bottling it slightly, and he's given the game to Nadal. Vamos.
That's as unforced as they come, JG. That's as unforced as they come. Zverev straight into the net. What's he doing? The music. Oh.
Can you not hear it?
Yeah, I thought it was coming from the stadium.
In the stream. We got some little...
I thought they started playing
I'll
it
let you
in the
listen to it again.
Is that Ben?
I think it's AI.
Oh, there we go.
It might have been Ben or AI.
Little AI. Little AI tune. Here we
Right.
go, guys. 5-3 Rafa.
God.
And he's got a huge opportunity right now to take the second set.
Nadal there
Against
saying,
Sasha
he's just
Zverev.
shaking his head. Did you see Zverev coming in
All the
and he's
umpires
shaking
out.
his head? The umpire, listen, I think the umpire will always bottle that. Do you know what I mean? If you're there and Rafa's like saying that's wide, you're going to come down and just say it's wide anyway.
Yeah,
There's no way you're going to be like, oh, it's just on the line. Rafa's going to probably eat you alive.
Rafa's
my word.
returning so
Oh!
What a backhand cross! Is it wide?
No, Ben, it's a clean winner. It's Ben. Liam.
Why isn't he celebrating then? I would have done a knee slide after that.
I think it's the moment. Like, you need to.
Yeah, he's high pressure.
He's in the zone now. He's in the zone.
Rafa Nadal, guys, if you're just joining us, is 3 points away from winning the second set.
He's playing well, man. Good serve.
He's
Can't do anything. This Gene's saying this match is really interesting. This is the best match I've seen in a while. Very fascinating.
Is this, guys, let me know in the live chat, JG, let me know as well. Is this arguably the best first round in a French Open we've seen ever so far? In terms of this match.
what's at stake, definitely. Oh, he's missed it! He's 2 points away from the set.
2 points.
2
away.
points. Come on. And the bookmakers have slashed Rafael Nadal's odds to 3 now. They're
We're seeing
liking
more
it. There's money coming in for Rafael Nadal. Money is flowing through him.
The more we're seeing Sasha Zverev hit the net, I'm seeing Spanish flags popping up in the crowd. They weren't there at the start of the match. We're seeing more of it.
Look how far he is to return. He's so deep. That's just a clean ace.
And did you hear the crowd were absolutely silent there as Zverev hits, by the way, a phenomenal ace. A phenomenal ace. Gene says yes.
Pressure
100%.
points 1. Look at this. 1 out of 5. Zverev is struggling on the pressure points. This is a pressure point coming up right now. Oh, and he's found an ace.
Oh, fantastic.
Mate,
from
2
Sasha
aces
Zverev.
in a row under pressure. 15-30 down. Everyone going against you. Rafael Nadal looking good. Hits 210 km an hour. Ace.
I mean, you have to respect that at this point.
5 aces in the match for him. Is he going to do a third in a row? It's a good one. Rafa gets it back.
Unreturnable.
Oh, he's looped it up.
He's put it
He's
open.
landed in.
It's in. And now,
no.
it's
Oh, no. He's got all muddled up.
Why didn't he let it bounce? What's he
I don't know what he was
doing?
doing.
He could have let it bounce. You should just let it bounce and reset. Guys,
Do you not think we've seen a lot of moments of disorientation from Rafa?
Yeah, he's a bit of an old man. He doesn't quite know where he is from time to time. Like there, the ball's flying over your head. Just let it bounce.
Let it bounce and tweener.
Do something. Don't just scoop it up. Do you know, that's like when you're on the practice courts and you're just like, screw it, I'll just hit it over my head.
Yeah, Rafa's odds have just changed back now. I think all the money's come out of him.
Ben saying, how loud is the crowd? Well, the crowd is loud, but not as much as I want them to be right now. So they're loud when Rafa's hitting winners. They're loud when, Rafa's shouting Vamos. But it almost feels like Rafa needs to do something for the crowd to react. I want to see the crowd right now. I want to see Let's Go Rafa. I want to see King of Clay. King of Clay. I know they don't typically all speak English in the crowd, but I want them to give Rafa the energy he needs. I don't want it to be the other way around.
Do you want to see Zverev getting jeered and booed?
No, I don't
You
like
don't
that.
want it to go that way.
Before the match, after the match, I don't mind it. I don't mind the jeering. But during the match, let's show these players the respect they deserve as players, as professional tennis players. I don't want to hear jeering. Maybe a little rumbling, delay his serve a little bit, a bit of, and then the umpire has to, maybe a bit of that, but we don't want any jeering. We don't want any booing in this crowd.
Well, this is the big moment. Rafael NADAL is serving for the second set. He lost the first set 6-3, got broken twice, had some breakpoint opportunities, couldn't take them. He broke Zverev here, but can he do the most important hold, and that is to hold for the opening set? He's playing a lot better. His forehand to the backhand of Zverev, backhand, and it's down the line. It clips the line. It's close from Zverev, almost out. Great angle by him. He's going to get a big smash put away, and that's what he's done. He's hit that one into the crowd. Great shot, love 15.
Yeah. You might want to just do a little refresh of your stream because I was quite ahead of you then.
Refresh it now.
Just so we're as up to
all
date
done.
as possible. There you go. Casey thinks jeering is warranted. Well, it doesn't surprise me.
With Zverev more so. Deserves a few.
I mean, look, I'm trying to be fair to the guy as a player, but the guy is a guy. Bit of a twat. Into the rally, Zverev down the line. Rafa clips one up centre of the court. Zverev's hitting it very well right now. Lovely cross-court backhand from Rafa. Rafa into the centre of the court. Zverev tried to switch the angles. The backhand of Zverev to the Rafa court. Oh! Zverev down the line with the backhand, and that is tennis, folks.
It's just too tough. I mean, I feel like the opportunity was there a second ago just to clear this match. 15-30, and Zverev produced big serves. You can't really say too much of criticism from Nadal. I think he's just come up against a bit of a beast on his serve, and someone who's hitting big like that is dangerous. He's not scared, is he?
This version of Rafa beats most of the unseeded players and the seeded players.
I agree, yeah. I think it does beat a lot of players on the tour.
But maybe he's found his kryptonite for today. Zverev hooks it up. Rafa cross-court on the forehand. Backhand of Rafa.
No.
Zverev down the line again! And that is a winner. And he's gone down the other side to his right. And you have to just show full respect at this point. Because look at this. Bang. Oh, wait, no, that was the start of the rally. There we go. Bang.
Yeah.
And it's all got a bit quiet between us.
He needs to get himself up for it again.
Yeah.
I don't see him saving all of these, do you?
No. I think we'll see a game to love here, JG. Oh, Zverev cross-court. Rafa into the centre of the court. Zverev again. Yeah. Rafa into the net. And we've got a game to love. And this time, it's Sasha Zverev fist pumping. And maybe that's just his little bit of a statement. Little bit of a, yeah, I'm still here. I'm still that guy. And will Rafa react? I don't know.
It's a game to love.
5-5. There's Djokovic.
Ooh, Djokovic
Novak
is in
Djokovic.
the crowd. Wow. It's not often you see that. It is not often you see that. Novak Djokovic, what is going through his mind right now? Who does Djokovic want to win this?
Probably Nadal.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it?
I think it helps him more for Nadal to win, maybe.
Djokovic still recovering from that vicious attack with the bottle.
The missile.
I'm joking, by the way.
Like
it was bad what happened, but it was an accident, and let's just leave it at that. According to Pavigi, it was as you say, a missile. Zverev down the tee. Rafa centre of the court. Zverev cross court. Rafa, lovely backhand cross court. Zverev into the net, and Rafa gets on the board.
Wins a point.
Yeah,
been a while,
first time
isn't
in
it?
5 points.
Yeah. Does it annoy you that Zverev's always eating his chain when he's playing?
I don't like the chain when you're playing any Why
is he eating it the whole time? He's got it in
Why
his
are you
mouth.
wearing a chain while you're playing? Well, the way I was brought up, you didn't wear jewellery while you was playing sports. You weren't allowed. I thought that was the
in
rules.
tennis you've always had jewellery. It's like that runner, was it Michael Johnson?
Yeah, but I disagree with it. I don't think you should be allowed to do it. Zverev steps in.
No, he's missed it.
Ooh.
Opportunity
there for me.
Opportunity.
Wait, no. Do you agree with me? The way he hit that shot, kind of crouching.
You've not got
down
the
a little
chain in
bit.
your mouth now, son, have you? Taking the chain out, haven't you?
He sat down on that shot and tried to whip it right on the line. And for me, he didn't need to do that. For me, there was a certain level of arrogance there in that shot from Sasha Zverev.
Yeah, it was. Big time. Agreed. That chain's out of his mouth as well. He spat that out quick. Got his dummy out.
Zverev into the net on the first. It's not often we've seen that in this match so far. Will we get a double?
Hopefully, I'm going to crack open another Madri if we can see something special here from Nadal. Come on, break point. Let's get one. Double ball! Let's go!
JG celebrating the double
Shameless! I'm going to open a Madri to that double fault.
Every time I've mentioned, are we going to see a double fault? Do you know what's so
Mate,
strange?
did you see how many people cheered that double fault?
Yeah, it's crazy. Do you know what's nuts, right? His serving has been so good. His first serve percentage in this set's what, like 90-something%? But then he just randomly does these double faults. It's nuts.
Oh, it's a shank. Oh, no.
Oh,
It's a bad shank.
Rodrigo, it doesn't show it, but I did wear it for that reason. I wanted to stir the pot a bit, my friend. He hasn't improved that one then. That button's still just as old. That button looks like it was on like MSN. Like it was like a button you press on MSN and like that pops up.
Oh, have a day off. Rafa's going to challenge it.
Ooh, it did look quite wide. Oh, we've got the ref cam here, the umpire cam.
Rafael NADAL just hits the mark. He says it's in. I think it was more wishful than anything.
Yeah.
He's one of them where it's a big moment. He didn't want it.
Yeah, there's a point of view cam, awesome account. There is a first person cam on the umpire. I mean, it's a bit silly because you don't have enough time with it. It happens for a split second.
We've not seen any use of it so far. That's for
about
sure.
wide. Rafa into the net. You can't return those. You just simply can't.
I think you can. I think that.
I don't know. No, you've got to be.
I think you can return that one. Come on.
Can't.
Need to return it.
You need to, but you can't. So Zverev must have seen Novak in the crowd and got spooked. Well, he doesn't look spooked right now. I'll tell you that for nothing.
He settled himself.
Down the tee from Zverev. Rafa centre of the court. Zverev hits it.
Good shot, Rafa.
Lovely shot from Rafa. Slice from Rafa. We haven't seen that.
Come on, that was so good. That was so good. What a little slice.
We haven't seen him slice at all in this match, really.
No, we're not seeing much slice. Maybe he should do more slice.
Yeah,
I think
it's
he'll
not
save his
really-
body slightly.
I feel like Nadal only really gets into a bit of when it becomes a bit of a slice for slice. He kind of feeds off the energy. You won't typically see a slice out of nowhere from Rafa like that. It was a little bit strange, but it worked.
Oh no! You could see instantly the way he's shanking him off that side, off the juice side.
It's almost like he needs to get a new racket out. I think I wouldn't be surprised, guys. I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if you see Rafa fiddling around with his racket or change racket at the end of this set.
It just sounds a bit off the racket.
Yeah, there's something there. Maybe we're clutching at straws.
Even that one, he's hitting
Is
it
that
so
right?
hard.
Rafa with the slice, just to keep it in. Zverev cross court. Rafa again, just keeping it in, trying to stay in the rally.
Big
He's
smash.
really being pushed back.
Oh, almost around the post.
Yeah,
that would have been ridiculous.
Zverev, I think you're ahead of me now, aren't you? Let me refresh mine. Yeah, it didn't nearly go around the post. But if it did happen, it would have been good. I like this Liam guy, new to me. Appreciate that lovely day. It's a lovely day here, so appreciate your lovely comment. Thank you very much. And your graphics, JG, this is one for you and Ben. Your graphics are the best of any tennis channel. You put up great stats.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Hope you're having a lovely day.
Well, it's in the name. It's in the name. It's always the racket's fault. Yeah, it is. From my perspective, anyway. When I'm playing JG, it's
the awesome account of a police body cam.
Yeah, well, I can't say I'm that involved with police body cams myself, but clearly Awesome Account has a lot of experience with it.
Have you ever had a GoPro?
I've never had a GoPro. I've never had one.
Football or tennis or any other sports?
No, I need to buy one.
It's a good investment.
Hit the like button, people. Casey said it.
I think it'd be good. Would it not be good to have a GoPro for boxing?
Yeah, but you can't have it. Where would you put it?
That's the thing.
You can't put it on your body. If you get hit in the body, then you're done.
I don't know how you could do it. The ref should have one, definitely.
I think they have done that before, to be fair. They have done that before. Let's just have a look. How many likes are we at so far, JG? I'm going to have a look for us.
How many likes?
The commentary rolling. We have got...
It says 36 on mine. Maybe it's not refreshed. 64.
64. Wow, you guys are absolutely... I'm going to give it a like. We're at 65. Haven't even liked the own video.
Yeah, hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. Rafa, big winner. And we're 3 points away from a tie break. Rafa was serving for the second set. It's a little disappointing.
It is a little bit.
Because this second set now, this tie break's going to be, if it goes there, so nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for him.
And there's no certainty it's going to make it to a tie break. Rafa's going to have to pull out all the stops. He looks a little bit more flat than what he was. His levels drop. Oh my word, what a shot. Oh, he's done it again. The volleys.
It's incredible.
Fantastic volley.
It really is incredible. Sorry, JG, my screen.
When he comes to the net, it's the best thing he can do. He needs to just keep coming to the net. That is a fantastic shot. Just watching it, I wasn't sure if it was going to come over.
Yeah, I'm struggling a bit. My StreamYard's gone black. Can you take me out the stream quick, mate?
Yeah, all good. We got 30 love. 1 hour 47 on the clock. Oh, it's close to an ace, but it's not. Just wide. Come on, second serve, Rafa. He's trying to get to the tie, but that ball running away from him. He goes through his routine. Such a big moment. Finds the first serve down the tee. And it goes long. He's going to have a really cheap one. And 3 opportunities to go to the tie break. Gene saying we need a second set tie break. We really do. Come on. We need to get to 100 likes by the start of the 4th set. That is the plan. Maybe 200 by then. Come on, let's just keep pushing it. We've got over 1,000 before, so anything's possible. Great serve. Is it going to come back in? Rafa down the line. Zverev into the net. And it is going to be going to the tiebreak. It's a game to love. Great hold for Rafael Nadal. And it's tiebreak time. Let's go.
It's a game to love.
Let's get your predictions in the live chat right now for the tiebreak.
Let's
I'm going to be going for 7-4 Rafael Nadal.
Do you know what? I'm going to go mental. I am back, by the way. My screen went completely black. I'm going to go 7-2 Rafa. I think...
Liam's
I'm going
gone
7-2.
massive. He's gone big. And where the rally's started, Zverev looking good. It's a slice from Rafa's pulled it wide. He's pulled it wide. And Zverev, that was a great chance to break early. He gets the point. It's 1-love Zverev. But we're on serve. I really thought Nadal was going to break there. He got into the point and was probably having the better ones. We've got the awesome account 7-4 Nadal. Rodrigo 7-5 for Rafa. We've got Ben going 7-5 Rafa. Sarfak going for a 7-4 Nadal. Everyone thinks Nadal right now. Everyone.
But does Nadal think Nadal? That is the key here. Does he believe in himself? Or are the doubts creeping in? Does he feel this is a stretch too far, not just for his body, but for his mind and where he is right now as a player? This is a tough moment for him.
I just think quite simply he has to win this set.
You can't lose this set. Unless we're going to see a Medvedev versus Nadal Mark II. I
don't think we can.
Nadal down the tee. Zverev cross court. Nadal.
That's a good shot.
Yeah. He steps in.
Yeah. Always
Let's go, Nadal!
Great at the net. Whenever he can get there, just get to the net, Rafael Nadal. I trust you so much. Them hands are amazing.
I like the way he's creeping into the net as well. He's
getting there with time.
Yeah. Rafa! The crowd are going wild right now, and finally they've come to life. Because he needs it. He needs that energy. We're at 1 apiece in the tiebreak. Second set, round 1. I would not berate you guys if you forgot that it was round 1 here today.
Thanks for reminding me. Oh no, you missed it.
Wide. What are you doing?
There's just not the consistency there, is there? It's like 1 minute so good, next minute that.
Yeah,
it's hard to watch at times.
His forehand's been really inconsistent. His backhand's been pretty inconsistent as well, to be fair. It's just
mini breaks Zverev.
Yeah. I'm going to retract my 7-2 statement. I don't think that's going to happen. Wild. It was a bit. Yeah, I lost my head a little bit. What's Zverev getting to the rally here?
No. Yes,
Zverev out.
We're back on serve.
The
7-2's on, Liam. The 7-2 is on still.
Is that? Are we back on? We are.
We're back on.
It's not a mini break unless you consolidate, JG. There you go.
No, he's just trying to get back. That's all.
Guys, get your Vamoses in the chat. Come on. Each and every one of you, whether you've commented on this channel before or whether you've just joined here today, whether you've been here for years, whether you've been here for minutes and seconds, get your Vamoses in the chat. Rafa needs it. Zverev
That's
steps
too
in.
good.
Rafa somehow stays in the rally. Zverev with the smash. Rafa again. He somehow stays in the
that was the easier one. That was easier than the one before.
Yeah. The two that he did before where he scooped it up. Guys, he was keeping in the rally. It was like me. It was like me trying to stay in the rally, and then the shot that he should have just reset the whole rally and got
He's
it back
annoyed.
to
That one wasn't as hard, I don't think.
Yeah, do you see his reaction there? He raised his hands aloft. Yeah, we've got Edward O'Reilly with a little vamos. There we go.
We're still
That's
on
what we
serve.
need, Edward. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
The last service game before the changeover. They're going to switch sides after this one. Is it going to be 3-3?
Let's see.
Let.
Ooh.
Heard that from here.
Yeah.
An obvious let.
Carlos Alcaraz also there.
Mate, they're all there.
The entire tennis community are here. How'd they get tickets then? Thought it was a sold out. How'd they manage to get tickets?
Don't be silly.
It's
An empty seat there, look.
Yeah. Here we go.
Surely that's not in yet.
It's wide from Zverev.
That was
Good
always
luck,
looking
Rafa.
great. Dodgy shot, and we go to the changeover 3-0. You've got Alcaraz in there. You've got Zverev in there. I've not seen Jannik Sinner. Do you reckon he's lurking about?
I don't think that's his style. I think Sinner's at home. He's recovering.
He's with Anna Kalinskaya, having a nice meal.
Yeah. I
Have you heard about his new girlfriend?
I have seen her. Yeah. It's good for him. I think it's
Kyrgios
good.
also dated her once upon a time.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I think it will keep him grounded. I like it from Sinner. He's maturing. He's a man now. I heard Alcaraz has black market ticket connections. There we go, Todd. Exactly. The guy from New Zealand says, "Vamos!" Got King of Justin.
How
The
we doing,
King's
King of
back.
Just? Great to see you.
Absolute legend. Casey says maybe they can sit wherever someone didn't show. Yeah, good point. Good point.
Not seen Medvedev in the crowd.
He won't be there. He will not be there.
Looks like John Silk there. Look in the blue.
John Silks, courtside, ringside. Here we go. 3 apiece.
Oh no. Oh, he's sliding. He's got it back in.
Yeah. Oh, incredible. Oh, really good hand. I thought Rafa was going to get there.
I think Rafa could have done better. He could have done better. And now we've got the mini break back for Zverev. I think if he could take that one again, he could have done better. He did so good to save this, but this is a miss hit. This is a whole miss hit here. Look.
Oh.
It's not good enough. I'm sorry. You need to go down the line. Have to go down the line there. Play that to the backhand of Zverev on the stretch, and then you're in trouble. If he goes down the line, he wins that point.
I do want to give a shout out just separately to that, to these volleys from both of these guys today have been really good.
Break point. Well, no, sorry, break point. Break for Zverev.
Break point.
4-3.
Here we go. Zverev bouncing the ball a number of times.
Definitely out, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that class. Just hits it straight to the ball boy.
The ball boy is like...
To the hands.
Always like, respect.
Second serve. Is it a double fault, Liam? Is it a double fault?
Yeah, well,
Is it a
the
double
last
fault?
time we
No,
said
it's
it,
not.
we was going to get
It's
one.
not.
It's not. Nah. I need to say it, not you.
I tried.
Centre of the
Desperate.
court. Tentative from both men here. Start to switch up the angles. Rafa with a forehand, backhand from Zverev. Zverev backhand into the centre of the court. Rafa sends a backhand back the other way. Back to backhand to the Rafa forehand. Oh, Rafa down
He's
the
gone
line.
for them little chops. No, it's no good.
Yeah.
It wasn't the right time to do the little slice.
No.
It wasn't the right time for the slice. And now it's all going to come down to this. Mate, it's all going to come down to this point.
Is that a sign that Nadal was tiring in that rally? I can't see why he would have gone for the slice there.
That's the
other
longest
than to
rally. 19 shots.
It's almost like he wanted to take the sting out of the rally and just give himself a momentary respite. He's
Mate, it
not
was
at the
such
same
a-
level of physicality that he normally is. Like
All of these points are worth so much. You need to remember that. This one here is the biggest point of the match so far.
it's the biggest point in the French Open so far, and it could be for Rafa's career in terms of whether
not
he's going to
good.
retire or not.
Yes, it is good! Yes, it is good! He's come in and Rafa's passed him! What does he think he's doing there, Sasha Zverev? We're back on serve. Fantastic. I thought it all went wrong. It was a bad return, a little dodgy slice. I thought Zverev was going to finish him off, but he gave Rafa a chance and he got there and absolutely pummeled one past him.
There's only one king at the net today, and that's Rafa Nadal. Zverev, you get back to the baseline and do what you do, mate, because you ain't coming to the net, my brother.
Now we're talking.
You ain't coming to the net. Boom. I love that. I love it. The passing shot is my favourite.
That's the biggest point so far as well, mate. Honestly, these are even bigger now. They only get bigger as they keep going. And we've got 2 more coming up here for Rafael Nadal, which is going to define his Roland Garros.
Rafa cross court. Zverev into the centre. Rafa switches the angle up. Backhand from Zverev. He lost his balance.
Rafa slips. No, sorry, Zverev slips.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a drop shot. It's not a good drop shot. It's not a good drop shot.
No, it's not.
And
it wasn't the time for it.
It wasn't a good drop shot. And it wasn't the right time.
Did you see there where Zverev lost his footing? Oh. I think Rafa was just... My loose translation there, he said something like, I need to do better. Vamos, come on. Loosely translated.
I mean, what's he doing? That's a big moment, man.
That's a big moment. And by the way, we are at set point. Set point, Sasha Zverev.
Nadal, man, what have you done there? What have you done there?
Take us through it, JG.
Good first serve. Great return. Lassu's one to the backhand. Goes for a drop shot. And he's made the drop shot this time. He's made the drop shot and it's on Zverev's racket. He's going to now serve for this second set. It's been such a tight second set. It's cruel that it goes down to this 1 point now. It's going to go down to this point for Zverev. If he takes it, he takes the set. Rafa's done so much. I think it's cruel to lose it at this stage right now. Is Zverev going to bottle it? It's been an 11-minute tie break.
Then behind this though, JG, have we had to have this match up against Zverev to get the best out of Rafa for one last time? Is this what we need?
He needs this point. He needs this point.
Oh yeah.
He needs this point. Oh my word. Didn't even return it. Didn't even return it. After the whole set, how everything played out, Rafa serving for the set, chances. Just didn't have enough, man. It's devastating. He's done out.
Yeah, and as much as I do want to bring it back to Sasha Zverev, I'm trying to be fair in my appraisal. You do have to respect his mental fortitude in this tie break. For me, the crowd haven't been as hostile and loud as I thought they would be during a Rafa Nadal Sasha Zverev tie break. I think, they should have got behind their man a little bit more, but Zverev has been superb in this tie break, to be perfectly honest. You think about the volley at the net, you think about his serving. Rafa has made mistakes, but Zverev's forced a lot of those mistakes out.
I think if Rafa would take that whole tie break again, he would have won it. He just didn't play the big points right, and he got.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there was quite a few mistakes from Rafa, wasn't there? Oh, suddenly my face became huge, guys. Now, to be fair, right? Yeah, and I think this is a good comment from Rodrigo. Please, Rafa, stop the drop shots. You were literally gifting Zverev, but it's not his game. It's not his game. The problem is, Rafa Nadal's Roland Garros clay court game has always been about pin your opponent in the corner with the topspin forehand, get them right in the corner where they don't want to be, and then finish off the point. Unfortunately, you might be able to do that against probably 75%, 80%, 85% of the people playing in Roland Garros this year, but he's unable to do it against Zverev today because Zverev is staying in the rallies well. Zverev's positioning himself well when that topspin forehand comes. Rafa's unable to hit it deep enough, and that's why you're seeing these strange situations where Rafa is, performing drop shots and slices that you might not necessarily see him do in abundance earlier on in his career. It's because Zverev is almost forcing him to switch it up. And equally, Rafa's forcing himself to switch it up because the topspin forehand's just not popping off. I've also been a little bit unimpressed with Rafa's backhand today. I think there's been a number of moments where he's kind of shanked it out wide. And that was an important tiebreak. And for me, Rafa not being able to win that tiebreak speaks volumes about how I see his chances in this match as a whole. I had Zverev winning by 3-1. That was my prediction. I'm still going to hold true to that prediction, but it wouldn't surprise me if this match ends up getting wrapped up in three sets. Yeah, Ben says it's sad that Rafa not being clinical as he used to be. King of Just saying Rafa has never lost in 5 sets at the French Open, right? Can Zverev be the first? Well, I don't even think we're going to get there, King. I don't think we're going to get that. Todd Hill says game, set, match. Look, we're not there yet, Toddy boy. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. But it's looking that way, isn't it? It really, really is looking that way. Guys, call to arms. If you could please smash the like button. If you don't want to do it for me, if you don't want to do it, JG, let's do it for Rafa Nadal, because this could well be the last ever Game to Love podcast live stream that covers Rafa Nadal on the channel. And by the way, he started this first game in the third set incredibly poorly, and he's just gone love 30 down. He has just gone love 30 down. We're at 69 likes. Let's get to 100. Nadal failing to serve out set was a vital turning point. True, Todd. Yeah, I think he is Victor. I think he is Victor, for better or worse. And here goes Rafa Nadal trying to change his fortunes around and avoid an early break. He hits the net. His first serve hasn't been good enough either. Let's just be honest about it. First serve hasn't been good enough. We've seen it go into the net a number of times. We've seen some lets from him where, you know, it has been a good serve, but it's just not quite been on the money. Hit the top of the net. And Zverev goes into the net. It's a bit of a poor return there from Zverev. I thought he'd get that over. But Rafa gets himself on the board. He gets himself on the board. Guys, let me know in the live chat right now, who do you think is going to be in the final this year? Let me know your men's final and your predicted winner. Something I would like to know. I will read each and every one of them out. Here we go. Rafa misses the first serve again. Hopefully not, Ben. I've already had that pain with Roger. Let's not get that again. Or let on the second serve. This is what I mean. It's all on the borderline of not good enough. It's all on that borderline. Here we go. Rafa to serve. Big moments this. Into the net. Double fault. Double fault is not good enough from Rafa. He had a second bite of the cherry on the second serve as well, let's not forget. He let on the second serve, missed the second try at the second serve, and it's really not good enough. It's a double fault for Rafa Nadal, and he goes 15-40 down in the first game of the third set, and things are not looking good for the French Open GOAT. Rafa with a forehand cross-court. Zverev clips back a backhand. Rafa with the backhand. Zverev sends it back his way. Oh, Zverev pops a forehand down the line. Rafa, that looked wide there. Zverev just about gets it over. Slice from Rafa. Zverev cross-court. Rafa trying to stay in the point. He's having to use the slice. Rafa cross-court forehand. That's good. Zverev down the line with his forehand. Rafa steps into the court about one. And he does it! He stepped in a yard. He finished off the point. Lovely. Lovely. He stepped in to the court. Bang. Bang. We've got Ghost saying Tommy Paul and whoever he beats in the men's final. Wow, USA. Ghost is going for King of Just. It's going for Djokovic and Sonego final. Love that King. Got Todd saying at the end of the day, Nadal just didn't see enough live action to be a contender. The big question is, will we see him in next year? If he can stay healthy, I think maybe as well, Todd. I don't think this is the end. Got Alberto going Zverev, Sinner. Yeah, I like that as a final. The differences between 27-37. Truth. Zverev balloons one up cross court. He's had a couple of bites at the break already, and he goes into the net, and Rafa saves another break point. It's oh so important for Rafa Nadal right now that he closes out this first service game of the third, and that will get him there. That will help him out. I have Rude in the final, but not sure what half he's in. Yeah, I don't know either. I can't lie. Don't rule out Rafa, says Hassan. Never rule him out. Those that ruled him out in the Aussie Open, look what happened. Djokovic, Zverev final, says Gene. If possible, I would like both to do well here. Can't lie, as a kind of Rafa and Federer fan, I'm a bit of a Federer goofball. That is probably not the final I would want to see. Can't lie. Cross court from both men. Backhand of Rafa to the forehand of Zverev. Zverev really hitting the forehand well right now. It's like a sniper rifle. Rafa switches up the angle with the backhand. Then he steps in. Rafa at the net. What can he do? Lovely volley from Rafa Nadal. And he's got the opportunity to hold serve here. 1 point away. 1 point away. Incredible. Incredible from Rafael Nadal. He's done that so well in this match, by the way. Volleying from both of these guys has been really, really good. And when he has been cautious in the net approach, but when he has done it, it's paid off more often than not. So if he can find opportunities to do that, then he's good value for money. But unfortunately, Zverev's not going to give him a lot of opportunities to go to the net.
What have I missed so far?
Well, look, Zverev was up 15-40 on Nadal's serve, and Nadal's brought it back here. So good opportunity for Rafa to just get on the board and put this game
Good
behind
shot.
him.
Comes in for the volley, finishes it off, and gets the first game. Come on.
He's done it again.
Right, first game.
It's exactly what we were talking about at the end of the last point. If Rafa can find the net approach, if he can get through the Zverev forehand just to inch his way closer to the net, there's opportunities for him there.
I thought
he showed that.
I actually think my assessment of this match is I think he's playing quite well. I don't think anyone can come out and say Nadal's not playing very well. I feel he's just come up against someone so good in the first round. Like, you never play that good in the first round anyway. But this is like a match which is happening second week, semi-final, maybe a final or quarter-final, late on anyway. And it's difficult to get to that level so quickly.
Especially when you've been as inactive as Rafa has been. I mean, how many matches has he even had in... I'm going to have a little look right now while the match continues. So he played twice in the Italian Open. So 6 matches. Barcelona 2 matches, 8
But it's not the greatest prep when you're losing them, is it?
11 matches. He's played 11 matches all year.
Yeah.
And yeah, as you say, he's probably lost, what, half of those? Maybe a little bit less than half.
Do you not think this set, he just needs to win it? Oh, on the right, big forehand down the line. He's playing all right.
Come on, bro.
Mate, he's 10-1 to win the match.
Mate, that might be good value. Actually, that's awful value. Those are awful odds.
What,
when you think
10-1?
about it, 10-1. So a tenner gets you £100. He's 2 sets down. He's a withering old man. Let's be honest. Love you, Rafa, but that's the way it is. This is what happens.
Mate, I think he's growing into it. He's not withering anywhere. I think he's going to win this set.
Did that rattle you a bit?
This is a 6-1 set for Rafael Nadal.
Mate, well, you didn't see the first game. It was a little bit ropey, I can't lie.
Oh, that was a ropey serve. You've not seen Zverev fall off the wagon yet? Are you telling me he's going to go through this whole match without falling off the wagon once?
Well, if it's the Zverev that turned up at the Italian Open, then probably. But it's a different ball game over 5 sets, isn't it? Rafa steps in, backhand cross court. Zverev into the net.
He's not looking
We're at love 30.
I'm not getting excited yet, but he needs to win this set.
No. Get excited, JG. This might be the last time you see Rafa Nadal playing at the highest level on Philippe Chatrier.
Mate, I think he's
drink it in.
And he's playing it next year. He's already said, cancel the ceremony. I'll be here next year.
At the highest level, because as you rightly mentioned, Rafa is playing well right now, and that goes for you guys in the chat. Drink it in. like be present in this moment right now, because we are seeing a legend, albeit 2 sets to love down. We are seeing a legend at the very worst going out on his shield. He's going out on his shield and he's putting up a good fight.
He is putting up a fight.
Rafa
That's a nice
steps
forehand
in.
from him. Zverev knows he's in a match, doesn't he?
Backhand from
He
Rafa.
knows he's in a match. Here he comes. Let's go, the boy. Love 40. Three break points.
Rafa! Ref!
Rodrigo saying, what beer are you drinking? I'm on the Madrid for Madrid. Ben saying, set free Rafa. That's one of them when you're driving. You can just see.
Yeah,
But be careful of the road, Ben.
yeah. So I do. Only in tennis would Nadal be considered a withering old man. If you were a stockbroker, he would be rookie status. Yeah, look, Todd, I don't mean that as any sort of disrespect. You
The
know?
withering one was a bit wild.
I'm a very descriptive and emotive person, so it's
Can
absolutely.
I ask you, is Ronaldo a withering old man?
In terms of my emotive language?
No,
and
I'm
the way
asking you now. Is Ronaldo a withering old man?
Well, if he was playing in Europe, he probably would be, but out in Saudi, he looks great, doesn't he?
I wouldn't say he looks that good.
No, mate, have you not seen how many goals he's scored?
It's not that
He's
many.
looking pretty good. Victor says
saying
Zverev in
Zverev-
10 years wouldn't perform at the... Yeah, you're right, Victor. Zverev in 3 years wouldn't perform at this level, mate.
Don't be silly.
Well, what do you mean
He'll
don't
be
be silly?
30.
Yeah, and it'll be done. It'll be old news, mate. Sasha Zverev has been trying to win a Grand Slam for what? 7, 8 years now? He hasn't even got to a final.
He has. Against team. Oh! Vamos! He's broken it! Fake news! Liam with the fake news! Sue! Rafael NADAL gets the break. Let's go!
Forgot about that, US.
Apologies for anyone listening who heard that misinformation from our co-host Liam. But only one thing matters. Oh, Rafael NADAL.
Vamos! Hey! Vamos! Rafael Nadal! Hey! Vamos! Hey! Vamos! Rafael Nadal!
Unbelievable.
Rafael Nadal, the little wizard from Spain, El Torito, he is back. Headphone users, rest in peace. I have retracted my statement, guys. Sasha Zverev has got to a final. I was talking more the last few years.
Is that you tweeted? Did you put that in the chat?
Yeah.
And he's
Back
never
to the
made
match.
the US Open final.
Rafa forehand.
Oh, mate.
Oh, it's long from
He can't
Rafa.
consolidate, can he? He just does
can't.
well enough to tease you. He's the biggest
If Rafa
tease
was
I've
an
ever met.
accountant right now, he wouldn't be able to consolidate his accounts because he's unable to kill off these breaks of serve. Now, to be fair to him, he's doing all right. Isn't he like 6 foot? Is that because I called him a little wizard?
You know, he's like 6'3" or something.
Is that 6'3" and got a huge bicep?
And he's withering.
Rafa forehand cross court. Backhand from Zverev down the line. Rafa with a backhand. Rafa, lovely forehand.
That's good.
The other way. Zverev with the
Drive
slide.
volley comes in
Rafa
for the volley. Do you know who else is in the stadium? Iga, just taking up videos and photos and that. Just loving it.
Love Iga.
The fans.
And all of a sudden, listen to that. You're hearing Vamoses. You're hearing screams of Rafa.
Do you think it's unprofessional if Alcaraz is there and he's singing Rafa, Rafa,
No.
considering he's in the draw, is that unprofessional?
No. Because this is sport. That's what we want to see from... We don't want our players to be robots, right? We know they're all on the same tour. They like each other. They respect each other. It is a little bit unprofessional because you shouldn't really be rooting against one of your fellow players, but screw it. I'd rather see that level of emotion from a player. Of course, Carlitos Alcaraz is going to support his fellow Spaniard. Who wouldn't? Zverev with the forehand. Rafa, forehand into the centre of the court.
Good backhand.
Oh, I love that from Rafa.
Lovely forehand as well.
He's got...
Oh my word, what a shot. What a shot
wow.
from Zverev, man. 2 break points.
Incredible. Rafa with a right
this
smile
match is
there.
such a tease. It's really frustrating, actually. I mean, Rafa had the point 1, and then that happened. I actually blame Rafa there fully. I think he admired the shot too much. That's one of the few times he didn't come to the net. Do you know what I mean? He should have started ushering in.
Yeah, he should have expected that because Zverev in deep waters like that, there's only one way the ball's going.
Well, he just had to come towards the net. Rafa sat there and admired it. It's strange. He's not admired that one,
Rafa
though. He's straight in.
Serve and volley! It's like Roger Federer reborn!
I love it when you play and you just admire. He gets a forehand and he's there just watching
Look at that. Look at that, serve and volley. That is like prime Roger Federer.
Federer's in your head too much. The 3rd best tennis player, wow.
The most elegant, JG. Because he played with such class.
No, just misses the first serve.
His first serve, I'll be real, like, Rafa could go on to win this game, right? Win this match, right? Great.
Can he?
No, if he does, if he goes on to win this match, great. Sort your first serve out, mate. Because to get through this tournament, you're getting it.
He won't win this first match if his first serve doesn't improve.
Yeah, true. Zverev forehand down the line. Rafa goes cross court. Rafa clips one the other way. Zverev steps in. It's his turn to go to the net. Rafa steps in. He loops it over him. Oh! Zverev with an apology there. I'm not sure what for.
Oh, you got Rodri.
Oh,
Rodri
Rodri of Manchester City is in the crowd. Fresh off of an FA Cup final loss and a Premier League victory.
I wonder who he's supporting. Well, we're back on serve. It's just a tease. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
It's upset me. Wrong one.
Look at that from Sasha Zverev, by the way. That first little slice and then bang. Why did he apologise there, JG? Take me through that.
I don't know what he's apologising for. Did it clip the net before?
Was it because the ball?
No, I think the
hit
drop
the
shot.
line
I don't think he meant the drop shot. If I'm honest, I think the drop shot was not actually meant. I'm
not a fan of an apology after a fist bump. I don't know whether you guys agree. Let me know in the live chat. I don't like and then
Look at Rodri,
like if you're going to apologise,
Rodri's angry.
Yeah, he wants Rafa.
If
you're going to apologise after a point, apologise. Don't fist bump. And then it's like, in football where players against their old club, they score and they like celebrate and then they go, so you've already celebrated. There's no point apologising.
I'm not that angry at it. I think he was happy he won the point and then he looked at Rafa's face and was like, yeah, sorry, mate. Because Rafa looked over
but
him.
that to me that's patronising.
Rafa only looked at that moment.
That's patronising. Rafa doesn't need an apology. You didn't hit the net cord, mate. Rafa isn't a child. I don't like that from Zverev.
All right, well, let's get behind Rafa then. Let's hope he loses.
The only time someone's got annoyed at someone for apologising in tennis is tonight.
The Wither and Nadal.
That's going to be rent-free in your head. Here we go. Zverev to serve.
Out.
Long. Ooh.
God. You see how he hit that as well?
Yeah,
like even trying. We would love a shot like that.
I don't like that from Zverev again. I'm starting to see some things that I don't like. Look at he's smiling as he's serving. Zverev cross court with a back. Wow.
He's got a really good backhand, I must admit.
That backhand cross court was crazy. Did you see that? He
It's one of the
smiled.
best.
as
It's
he
actually
was
one of the
serving.
best on tour.
Yeah.
He's actually
so
a real
good.
bastard, isn't he? It's annoying how he's playing so well.
I think as much as I talk about him not winning a Grand Slam, it does speak to the quality of the tour that a player like Zverev
Well, the
has
quality
never
of
won.
Djokovic and Nadal,
Well, yeah.
mainly.
Yeah. But players like Alcaraz and Sinner as well.
Yeah, true.
Dominic Thiem, no less. Rafa with the slice.
He's missed that one.
Was it? He's missed it.
Close, but he did miss it. You thought that was in, didn't you?
No, I didn't. A lovely little slice there from Rafa. The problem is, I don't like it when he's slicing like that. It worked there, but is he going to now do that again? And I don't know.
Do you know we was talking about Ronaldo a second ago? I've just sent you a tweet on Twitter. It's the most annoying, embarrassing thing from Ronaldo. You're going to love it. You don't have to watch it now. You can watch it in your own time, whenever you want.
Oh, right. Not during Rafa Nadal versus Zverev.
No, you can watch it now if you want. I don't mind. It's very frustrating. It's become very embarrassing. That's all I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay, I'll have a look. If you were in the crowd right now, JG, what would you be doing as a Rafa fan?
I would be biting my fingers a lot, but I'd get behind him.
Would you be jeering on the Sasha serve? Would you be?
I would probably shamelessly celebrate any double fault or mistake.
Yeah, but the not celebrating a double fault is a fallacy. Every tennis fan celebrates double faults when they're in the stadium. I don't care when you're
No, they
supporting a player.
don't.
No, when you
They don't,
Rafa into
no.
the net. That was a good rally, by the way. We were chatting a load of waffle during it. That was a good rally,
it
and
was, yeah.
Rafa just couldn't. Zverev just pushed him back too much, and he ended up going into the net. Did Rafa?
I think after watching this, I think he's going to win the Olympics. I have a feeling.
Zverev,
No, Nadal.
Rafa, Zverev. In Paris as well. Let's
Yeah, I
not
think
forget.
so.
I assume the Olympic final will be on Philippe Chatrier.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go. There you go. What was I just saying before that? I can't remember. Rafa somehow keeps it in. Zverev, big forehand. Rafa, forehand, cross court. Zverev steps
Good
in.
one.
He's
Surely going to finish it off. He does. Pinpoint as well. Like a missile
Let's
into
go.
the corner. It was like the bottle. It hit Djokovic on the back of the head. That one.
Let's go. No, sorry. I remember what I was saying. If you are supporting a player and you're there live in person, I don't care what anyone says. If the player that you're supporting, his opponent, double faults, you will celebrate. Anyone
I don't think I would most times.
I would.
There's not many situations I would, but this
Would
one
you?
I would do.
It's like not celebrating an own goal in football.
No, it's different. It's different.
No, I don't care.
Different
I don't care.
sports,
If it's
different
I wouldn't be
rules.
celebrating a double fault at Love 15, but a double fault to win you the game. Why not?
Oh, mate, this
Oh,
backhand
Zverev
needs to just
steps
have a
in.
day off.
Zverev has really turned it up a notch. He's entered fourth gear, and I haven't
Just
seen.
can't catch a break, can we?
I haven't
There's
seen
not one moment we
fragilities
can just
off the
sit back
of
and just
forehand.
enjoy Rafa winning points.
Yeah, it's tough for him, man. It really
He's not
is
letting
tough for him.
Rafa win anything, is he?
No, exactly that.
I just want to watch Rafa like fall love up in this set and just be a bit more relaxed.
It's not going to happen, mate. I'd be very surprised if Zverev drops a game that doesn't drop a game for that long a time because his serve's just too good. To break Zverev like twice
So what's your
in a
score
row.
prediction for this set?
Looking at it now, this feels like a 7-5er. Not quite. I think it's Zverev. Look at... Oh, he's missed it.
Mate, I think Nadal wins this one 6-3.
We're at deuce, by the way, guys. Zverev misses an easy shot, and this is
Yeah,
such
that's what I mean.
high-level tennis that a mistake like that can change everything.
His pressure points has gone up a lot. It was 1 in 5, now it's 6 in 9.
Wow.
So basically just leveled up
That's
massively.
5 out of the last 5, basically.
Yeah.
Here we go. Zverev to serve. Down the tee. Nadal just about keeps it in. Zverev.
Come on!
Right into the net!
Let's go. Let's go. I celebrate them once. I'd be up on my feet there.
Don't like that, do you, Sasha, you little twat?
I love how it's turned. Like if we rewind back from the beginning of the stream, we've got a German fan. You were speaking German about an hour ago.
Oh, I love it. This is what
Take the hat off. Take the hat off. We're getting calls from the live chat.
Like, look,
the Mercedes hat has to come off.
It's all over the place now.
Break point.
I'll tell you what, I'll put it backwards. I'll go like JG, shall I? Oh, I still got the logo. Oh, it's just not happening. What is this label?
Oh, too good. He's just caressed one. I mean, just too good.
He is just too good, and as much as I called him a little tweet, he is playing really good tennis right now.
I mean, could he win the whole thing? Could he win the whole thing this year?
I was literally just about to say, Zverev in this form, you heard it first, he wins the French Open. Djokovic, he looks withered right now. Let's be honest.
Listen, me and Ben both have either of these in our final for Roland Garros. It just goes to show how much is riding on this match.
It's such a confidence.
It's looking good for Ben right now.
Whoever wins this match is such a confidence booster, by the way. Like, you suddenly become, in your own head, invincible.
Yeah, you do.
Because when you're playing these unseeded players, these qualifiers, etc.
Hey, I actually agree. I think it's such a big boost.
Oh, Zverev. Good shot out wide. Rafa sends it back.
Nah, you don't have it. You don't have the same... You don't have the same shots anymore.
What you used to see... So
he would never miss that. He would never miss that shot.
You're Rafa's biggest fan, right? So tell me if you agree. What peak Rafa, he would get better throughout the point, throughout the rally. So you just start to see him
as well.
You see him wearing his opponent down, getting him deeper into the corner. The topspin's clipping the line, and he would grow into the rally. We're now seeing the opposite, where he's fading away during the rallies, and more often than not, we've seen it a number of times. These rallies are finishing off with a Rafa shot into the net,
and after that, Zverev does hold 2-2. Yeah. He's consolidated the break. It was 2-love up, Rafa. He had the chance for 3-love. I think it is. Sasha Zverev in the driving seat as it stands, doing everything he needs to do. If you haven't already, please hit the like button on the video, subscribe if you're new. We'll be giving all our reactions, do some podcasts afterwards and cover all the other matches. Rafa, it's going to be a massive effort from this stage, like a big one.
Again,
it feels to me
Rafa
that he's petering out now.
This is what I mean.
Petering out.
This is what I mean, and it's sad to see. We don't want to see a
great effort
legend
from him.
Yeah,
and he had some good spells in it, but it's actually petering out big time now.
How do you think, your genuine opinion, how do you think Rafa feels right now physically?
A bit spent. I think he's a bit tired, yeah. You can see it in some of his shots.
Let's see if this rally ends up in the net from Rafa. It will prove everything we thought throughout this match.
Oh.
And Zverev with a wild forehand.
That was always going to happen. You do realise that.
That was arguably Zverev's worst shot of the entire match. Right there.
Can you say it again?
Yeah, I'm going to keep saying it. Now, if this rally ends up into the net... Guys, do you like Sasha Zverev? I would like to know in the live chat right now. Let me know. Yes or no, do you like him? Rafa cross-court forehand, Zverev cross-court backhand. Rafa goes the other way. Rafa center of the court with a backhand. Zverev tries to send him to the corner. cross court right now. The forehand
It's out.
Zverev
Come on.
to the backhand of. Let's go. Let's go. Zverev goes
One thing
long.
I forgot to do is reset the top tippers
Ooh, why are you resetting it though?
for Roland Garros. We've got a new one for
Oh, do you do
Roland
it per
Garros.
tournament? You don't do it like per month?
No, per big tournament now.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. To be fair, yeah, I don't get enough tips in a month to reset it every
No,
month.
we don't really get many anymore. But if you want to change that, guys, please donate to the channel. As you can see, the top tipper leaderboard is completely empty. It's right there. If you want to donate, I'll pop the link in the live chat. You can do it on the stream, or you can do it through PayPal. We'll read out your message, and we'll appreciate it massively.
Oh! Rafael NADAL with a cross-court backhand winner. I think that's his best shot of the day.
It wasn't the best shot.
Look at this slow-mo.
It was good. It was good.
Bang. That's his best shot of the day. Do you know why, JG?
It wasn't
Because
the best one.
the little drop shots, the volleys.
He's hit 10 winners this set, though. He's playing great. He's playing better than Zverev this set.
The drop shots, the volleys, they're great on the eye. They're shots I love to see Rafa commit to and execute. But what we want to see, JG, and you tell me if you disagree, I want to see Rafa hitting big, powerful winners that have Zverev's kind of scrambling. That's the way he's going to defeat this big German. That's the way he's going to do it.
That's a ridiculous shot from Zverev.
We've got Adilin saying farewell to the king of clay, Rafa Nadal, ...
Shout out to
Awesome.
Ardil.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? It is sad. Cam Norrie is embroiled in an absolute war with Pavel Kotov right now. Shock. Cam Norrie's bottling it. Who would have thought?
He should win that one, though.
Well, he's 1-1 at the moment, so...
But what was your score prediction for this one? 7-5 Zverev?
Yeah.
I was 6-3. I think that's a bit tough now. Possible.
Well, we're still on serve. Rafa's about to hold. Look at that, down the tee. Zverev returns.
No, he's just
Ooh,
let him hit
tentative
that.
shot from Rafa.
Just gave him a free
Stays in
rainer.
the rally. That's a better topspin forehand from Rafa. Then he goes inside out. Now back to the backhand. Zverev down the line. Can Rafa get
He's
there?
just done him again. I'm sick of watching this. I want to turn it off now. I've had enough of it. Keeps bullying him. Don't like it. It's
I
horrible.
think that's a key word. Bullying. He is bullying Rafa right now.
Your head's so big as well. It's like Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, I don't know
It's
why.
because
Right?
you're so far forward.
No, but I'm not. My camera is just really zoomed in. So
Oh, okay, I get it.
if I sit here, right, so it looks normal now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm literally
Rooney.
like, I'm about a meter away from my laptop.
Do you have a fatter head than Rooney? That's what I want to know.
Rooney. I feel like doing the cap this way has made it look bigger. I'm going back. See, look, it looks better now. A bit. Yeah, your head is like a little tic tac compared to mine.
Rooney. Oh no,
we go
he's,
into the
mate,
rally
he's
book?
done out.
Oh.
It's too tough to watch. 40-15 up.
Where is the support for Rafa? I'm sorry, Rafa misses a shot, right? The crowd are all there going, Rafa. Get behind him! There we go.
They are.
Left a
Rafa. Rafa.
Yeah, what? You could get an AI doing all that. You want passion, not Rafa. Rafa. Look, what does that do for him? He wants people going, come on, Rafa. Oh, that's a really good return there from Zverev.
Great shot, Rafa.
He's still in the rally. Somehow Zverev kept that in.
Oh,
that
that is good. That is good. That is good. Come on. Just takes all the pace off. Beautiful. Truly stunning.
See this again. Zverev kept it in. Rafa, lovely little volley. He anticipated the shot well, got where he needed to be, cut across it, and a fist pump from the 6-foot Spaniard. 6'2" Spaniard.
You checked it?
No, I'll have a look now.
I think it is 6'2".
How to 6? You should know, mate. You're his biggest fan.
I think 6'3". 6'2.5".
6'1".
Yeah, I think he's grown.
6'1". Rafa to the centre of the court with a backhand slice from Rafa, switching things up.
No!
See? He goes into the net once again, and guess what? There was a slice a couple of shots before it. Stop slicing, Rafa. By the way, big shout
Earlier you
out.
said he needs to slice Phil. When he did that slash, he was like, yeah, we need to see more of that.
No, I didn't. I said I don't like it when he's switching up the shots because it shows he's not confident in himself. Read out your little tip, mate.
Oh, thank you, Victor. Here's a donation to Rafa's retirement fund. You're going number 1 on the top tippers. Thank you very much, Victor. Appreciate
absolute
it
legend,
so
Victor,
much.
mate. Absolute legend. We will be sending that straight to Rafa Nadal's bank account after this. He's going to buy himself. I don't know what he'll buy himself with a $5. What would you guys, if you guys had a $5, what would you do with it? Let me know in the live chat. I'd buy some sweatbands. What about you, JG?
I don't know, a nice pair of socks.
Got ASK Gab saying strap into spliffs. Thanks for the commentary.
Oh, God, he's gone serve volley. Oh, and he's got away with it.
Get in
He's gone
there!
into the net. He's threatened him at the net, and Zverev bottled it.
Get in there, Rafa. Yeah, Zverev massively bottled that there. It was
He
actually
should have done it, shouldn't he?
It was a really poor volley, to be honest. But Rafa's won a lot of points at the net. Is that 15, does that say? Sorry, it's quite small on my screen.
Oh, I didn't see it either.
Down the tee from Rafa. Here we go. We're locked in at deuce. We're locked into this rally. Rafa with the slice again. The more we see of
he's
that,
missed
the
it.
better. Oh, he's gone long.
It's after the slice as well.
I told you. What did I say, guys? Did I not say that you should stop slicing?
Well, you did say to slice more
No,
earlier.
no,
so
I didn't. I didn't. That's a lie.
I'll wind it back.
We've got lovely day. Having a lovely day. It says Zverev deserves some glory days. Rafa has certainly had his share. You know. Well, look, you deserve what you get out of the game, in my opinion. So if Zverev wins today, then he deserves to go on and have this glory.
Ace! Saves
Ace
break
from
point with
Rafa.
an ace.
Well, he does a little
Would
jog
this,
after.
listen, I've got a question for you. If Nadal wins this match in 5, is it a greater comeback than the one against Medvedev?
No way.
What do you
No.
mean, no way?
No way.
Why isn't it?
We're talking about an Australian
look at
Australian
the
Open.
situation.
No. I'll
Look
tell
at
you
the
why.
situation.
No, I'll tell you why.
I'll tell you why it is in a second.
Medvedev that day in those first 2 sets was walking over Rafa. The version of Rafa we've seen in the first 2 sets against Zverev has actually been relatively decent.
He wasn't that bad against Medvedev.
He wasn't that bad, but I do feel like I don't look at this match and go, Nadal hasn't.
Nadal was favourite to win that match.
What, even when he was 2 sets to love down?
Obviously not, but before the match he was favourite. This one he was nowhere near favourite.
Look, in terms
He wasn't
of like,
even expected to win. So to
No,
go
no.
2 sets down, then win it would be the best thing ever. That would be bigger, I think, than the Australian Open one. Especially with what's going on. man.
Okay,
It's mad.
but this is where you're wrong. There's an argument that it's a more difficult match to win in isolation. I would say yes. This version of Rafa, in terms of before today, Zverev was the favourite, so it makes it more difficult for Rafa. But you cannot diminish the importance of an Australian Open final.
God, Sir Volley to save another break point. This match is, I think it's a long set, right?
Topsy-turvy. It's topsy-turvy. Yeah, I feel like, how are we only at 2-2?
It is a long set. Let me have a look.
I just feel like the Medvedev match is an all-timer, mate. It's an all-timer.
He's just saved 4 break points, by the way, here. It's been 42 minutes, Liam.
What,
for
the
4
2-2?
games. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
42
That's
minutes
ridiculous.
for 2-2.
I feel like there hasn't even been that many long rallies. Maybe there has.
This
Rafa
is
down
a
the
long
tee.
juice.
Zverev returns. Rafa cross court. Zverev misses cross court. Rafa's going to get the opportunity to hold here.
I think he's going to break him if he holds.
Lovely Day says, is Zverev making Rafa run to the net, smartly wearing him down? I don't think so. I think Nadal's not doing it that often that it would suggest to me that Zverev is kind of forcing him in. I think Nadal's just picking and choosing those moments to come in, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. More often than not, though, for the better. This line judge, by the way, shouting out is like really mental. Listen, when they say out, they're literally like, out! You listen the next time.
I know. I thought that was him there, but it was Zverev. A lot of groaning, isn't there?
Oh, good backhand by Zverev. Rafa with the forehand. Centre of the court from Zverev. Rafa whips her forehand down the line.
Yes!
Zverev
Come on!
misses, and Rafa does it.
Amazing. 3-2. 3-2.
Good hold.
Big hold.
Really
Biggest hold
good
of the
hold.
match.
Come on.
Vamos! Hey! Vamos! Rafael NADAL! Hey! Vamos! Hey! Vamos! Rafael NADAL!
Unbelievable.
Truly remarkable.
Truly remarkable. He needs to continue in this vein. Unforced errors, by the way, 24 for Nadal, 26 for Sasha Zverev, and winners 37 for Zverev, 31 for Nadal. Interesting stats. Interesting stats.
I think he's played fantastically from the second set onwards.
Yeah, it literally is just a shame that he's coming up against such a good player. That's it. That's it. And I don't, we'll go onto Twitter X tonight if indeed Rafa ends up losing this match. You're gonna get people saying, "Oh, he's done, he's dusted." I look at this version of Rafa and I go, mate,
I agree. I think he's keep playing for a bit.
Yeah, keep playing. Why would you give up?
It's
You
not
look
like
at someone
Murray.
like Andy
It's not like
Murray.
Murray. We was going to say the same. I think Murray's like coming to the end more than Nadal.
But Murray's still value for a good run in a.
Not really though, mate. He went out quite badly the other day against. I think he's just.
I'm
with
thinking more
Murray, it's a bit
last year,
different.
to be fair. He
Last
hasn't been
year,
great
Murray.
this year. Last year, Murray's been all right. But like 2023, he weren't too bad.
No, he was quite good. It was quite exciting.
This year, he's been quite poor, to be fair. But there's no. I think a lot of people say, "Oh, you shouldn't kind of go out as like a dying dog, like losing all these matches." If you love tennis, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you try and go till the end?
I know what you mean.
Like, there's no shame. If your ego's not big enough that you can't stand to lose a match, why not just keep going? Because still be better than.
Does he not want to protect his Roland Garros stats?
I mean, but that's what I mean. If he does, then sure, retire. If he doesn't really care, then keep going, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's up to him, basically. And I'm not saying that either way is the right approach. But me, as a tennis fan, I don't really mind it either way. Like, if a player wants to continue, let them continue. If a player doesn't want to and they want to protect their record and they want to kind of go out on a high, then that makes sense to do that as well, right? What do you guys think?
Two good serve in there. That's an ace from him out wide.
Yeah, Zverev, it's the same story as the first 2 sets. He's just serving so well. 2 sets. 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 Yep, KC, the wins will never be erased. There you go. There you go. What was I going to check?
Ace again. Another one.
Too
The crowd don't even want to clap.
Do you know what's interesting, right? You said, 45 minutes for the first 5 games? This last game has been, 3 minutes?
Yeah, I'm just looking now. I've got all the stats here. It's
Zverev serves down the
obscene
tee.
how long it
Rafa
is.
cannot return it, and that's a game to love, JG. That
Game
is a
to love.
game
Let's find that
to
button.
love.
It's a game to love.
It's a game to love. Just to confirm, guys, that is my
48
voice
minutes
on
so
the
far.
on the button. 48 minutes.
The first set was 50.
I don't even think I'll be able to do the full game if it ends up going 5 sets, mate. I can't lie.
No, it's fine, mate. All good. Ben may even be back.
Yeah,
at some
Ben will
point.
be back from the M. You've gone all the way around the M25. Rafa into the net again. It's just,
I feel like if Rafa is to get to 5, he's gonna have to win a set like quite quickly. Oh, look at Alcaraz, he's upset.
ooh. He's taking it all in. I mean, look, Alcaraz right now is watching on. Is he looking at someone that he might face in the semis?
In the final.
It's the final.
Yeah.
Is he looking at his potential finalist opponent?
I think it's possible, yeah.
So has Alcaraz got Djokovic in his half?
No, Sinner.
Sinner. So it's Djokovic and Zverev in one half.
Yeah.
Sinner and Alcaraz. Okay. Rally here. Zverev with a really good backhand. Rafa keeps the rally going. Rafa, it's wild. It's wild.
It feels a bit ominous now.
There's an aloof nature to Rafa Nadal. Almost, dare I say, an acceptance that this is a stretch too far for him at the stage he's at now in his recovery. Yeah, but sometimes acceptance, you need to accept it. Because if you don't accept it, you can get frustrated. You can allow your emotions to get the better of you. The best thing for Rafa right now, keep your emotions intact, be present, understand what's happening. And Zverev steps in, clips it back over. Rafa puts it over Zverev. Zverev smash.
Oh, he's found the line. Come on, he's found the line. That's a big one. I love 30 down as well.
Dare I say it, that was the best shot from Rafa of the day.
It was like a slap. Look at the replay.
Like a backhand slap that clipped
I
the
thought
line, wasn't it?
the lob was going way over him. But
Yeah.
look.
Look at this. Oh, he swatted it like a fly.
Yeah, look. It wasn't even a full swing. Just a
Yeah,
little
it was
swat.
it's like Deontay Wilder with the right hand when he doesn't get all the backlift and he just... It's
Who's
incredible.
that guy Deontay Wilder fought and it was like done in like 30 seconds and he got up and just hit him again and his legs went back.
Hellenius.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Nuts. Right, the sun's starting to come in my window, so I need to go and sort that out. Be right back, guys.
No worries. 15:30. Nadal still under pressure. Oh, it's correction from the umpire. For me, that was in. Just out, they're saying. I thought it was in. Let's have a look. No, it was just that. Good call from the umpire. Fair play. Good call. And that's pretty... Wait, is that double fault then? Oh my word, it's double fault. Terrible timing to miss that serve. It was so close as well. Double fault for Nadal. 2 break points. Got to try and save him. Misses that serve. Oh, it's just not going his way, is it? Nothing's going his way right now.
Controversy on Philippe Chatrier.
Mate, it turns out to be a double fault because the serve was long.
Wow. Zverev steps in.
I thought that was going to go out.
Yeah.
That one's not going to make it over.
There we
Saves one
go.
of them.
Saves one.
I feel like it's always juice, isn't it, on the down serve? What percentage would you give for Zverev in terms of performance?
What, like a rating out of 10?
Yeah, a rating out of 100.
I mean, I personally, look, we're talking about the king of clay here, albeit not at the peak of his
Are we
powers.
seeing a above 90 performance?
I'd give him 85.
An 85, and the down performance? Oh, make that 90. Make that a few more.
Make
He's
that
broken.
92.
He's got his
What
in
a
the
shot
90s.
from Zverev.
And it is the break.
Broken.
Would this now be the greatest comeback ever? At what stage is it?
Okay, if he comes back now, if Zverev holds here and Rafa comes back, that is Rafa's greatest comeback.
Or he holds here, then Nadal's love 40 down, 3 match points, and then comes back.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't see it happening. I'm gonna be real, guys. I think Nadal's going out. I think Nadal's going out, and I don't think
he's never gone out this early at Roland Garros ever.
It's a good point. Do you kind of? Oh, you hint. I want you on a roll, on a roll. Why are they playing that?
Mate, did you see him running as well? He's like jogging back to the baseline.
Rafa.
Yeah, like hyped up. Mate, he's hyped. I think he's breaking back right now.
Does it annoy you that Rafa's going to have a round one exit on his record? It does annoy you.
A little bit. Not too much.
Rafa with a backhand. Zverev steps in. Rafa, does he pass him? Great volley at the net from Zverev. He gets there. And Rafa gets it done. Rafa fist bumps again.
I actually think he's going to break here. It has that same feeling of the height.
Who are those guys stood up there?
I don't know if that's media or like broadcasters or something.
Or is it his family, maybe?
I don't think so.
Like, is the baby up? Is baby Nadal up there to get away from the noise of it all?
Sure, it's really quiet up there. Well, them lights, you see the lights. Good return.
Yeah.
Come on,
Rafa's
Rafa.
hitting well here.
Don't go into
Cross
the net.
court from
Just don't
Rafa.
go into the net. Forehand, whips it to the back.
Oh, lovely top spin.
No, man, he got into the net. It's just one thing I didn't want him to do.
Mate, we've seen him go into the net today more times than we've seen in his entire Roland Garros career. Probably not statistically, but it feels like it. In terms of time spent on court.
There was a drop shot. Like, was that the time to do a drop shot?
But he's not. He doesn't feel right in
He's
himself.
run out of ideas.
He's running out of gas as well, JG.
It's the lack of ideas, isn't it?
I don't think it's lack of ideas. It's his idea about the way he usually would win these matches, in these big matches on clay at Philippe Chatrier. It's not working for him today. He's just up against someone that is far too good. Those people up top are in the corporate Sky Suite. It's like 5,000 euros. Oh, get them out then.
Ridiculous.
Get them out.
That's the Sky Suite, is it?
Oh, Rafa keeps it in. Oh, can Rafa...
That is so good, though.
Let's go!
That is so good from both players. You do realise that.
Yeah, sorry, it was Zverev.
Like, Zverev, how the hell did he keep that in?
Yeah, it was Zverev that kept it in, guys, not Rafa. I said the wrong
There's
thing.
only one person in the little boxes standing up. Ridiculous,
Pathetic.
isn't it? All that money. I hate all these
Yeah.
money people.
We got
Money kills
Gary,
sport in so many ways.
Gary St. Laurent in saying, GTO
Hey.
family, Liam, you too, JG, wink. Very busy with work, but check in with Rafa and Sasha fans. How are you holding your nerve? Well, I'll let you speak to that.
Yeah, great to see you, Gary. Thanks for checking in. It's been a fantastic match. I think Rafa's played quite well, but Zverev another level at times. And it's still in the balance. It still feels in the balance. Rafa here, you've joined at a great moment. He's mounting a little bit of a charge. He's played well.
Is it in the balance, though, JG?
Double fault. Double
It's
fault.
in the balance. It's in,
And it's 2 break points.
it's in the balance.
2 break
Oh, there's baby Rafa.
points. What,
Is that
is
baby
the
Rafa?
baby there?
Yeah,
Baby
she's-
Rafa there with the racket. Baby Rafa is on our screens with the racket. Have you seen he's holding the same racket as the dad?
Is the baton going to be passed on after today to
Oh,
baby
man, everyone's
Rafa?
cheering. It's another this first serve.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because Rafa's going to be quite an old dad. Like when his son's 20 and potentially playing primetime tennis.
Oh, he's not done.
Right
No,
here.
he's gone too
Oh,
much.
he's slapped
Hands
it.
on hips. Yeah, baby
Yeah.
Rafa's there.
Guys,
He's
you
going to
guys
play
reckon-
tennis, isn't he?
You guys reckon we will see any of the offspring of the big three as professional tennis players?
I think so. I think they've got
I think
the
it's
right.
difficult.
They've got the right resources and places to train and practice.
I think it's harder. We don't typically see that as much in tennis because it's such an individual sport.
I don't know. It does happen though, mate.
I would say it happens more often in team sports, though. Oh,
He's clipped the line.
Zverev
It's just-
missed?
No, he's clipped the line. He's just too good.
for me, that's wide.
No, that's just perfect. It's a perfect shot. Look,
That was a good shot. It was a good shot. Yugoslav, that's really not nice comment. It's a baby, mate. Come on. Like, it's literally a baby.
Yugoslav.
Come on.
What an listen, Yugoslav. If you're feeling that confident and brave, please send me your baby pictures on Twitter, and I'll put them out on the channel, and we'll judge how good of a baby you was yourself. If you're feeling that confident, Yugoslav, send me the picture of you as a baby right now.
By the way, Zverev has saved 2 break points there, JG, and he's done it in a flash, and he's done it without a whole load of trouble. Rafa just got himself in that position. And by the way, if Zverev holds his nerve here, we're 1 game away from Sasha Zverev entering the second round and Nadal going back to Spain. Into the net on the first from Sasha Zverev.
We had 2 break points. Just
Yeah.
all the opportunities are always taken away from us by Zverev.
Yugoslav says he was beautiful. Good to know, my friend. Zverev, bit of a tentative shot. Rafa down the line. Zverev somehow keeps that in. Incredible.
Oh my word.
What a shot from the bad man from Germany, Sasha Zverev. Cross court on the backhand. Whipped it.
I mean,
Like none other, and-
that for me is the best shot of the match. That is the best shot of the match right there. And it's 5-3 for Zverev.
Sasha, Sasha, Sasha. Let's go. Sasha Zverev. Sasha, Sasha, Sasha. Let's go. Sasha Zverev.
Sasha Zverev ist mein Lieblingsspieler in Tennis. Sind sehr gut.
Well, there's a lot for Rafa to do right now, I think.
Rafa just needs to somehow.
Mate, I'm going to put
find
it out there. That is the best cross-court backhand I've ever seen in tennis. I don't think anyone has as good of a cross-court backhand as Sasha Zverev.
We'll have to head to YouTube. We'll have to clip it up
Mate, he's
against
hit
others.
today about 15 just clear winners off the backhand side.
Mate, I'm sure Federer's done a few cross-court backhands. In
Not
his
like that.
time.
That is just
Nah,
mad.
I'm sure he has.
Not double-handers, he hasn't.
Definitely not double-handed.
Oh, mate, it's done.
Oh,
It's all done.
Over.
2 points.
2 points away.
Now,
Like,
this would be the biggest comeback ever, right?
Yeah, right now it would be the best comeback ever.
Look at the crowd! Look at the crowd! Everyone's up, baby. Rafa's there as well.
Too little, too late from the crowd. They haven't given him enough, in my opinion, and unfortunately, Rafa hasn't given enough to them either. And the great champion, the great man, is serving to stay in this match and stay in the French Open right now. He misses the
Look at
first.
him. He looks a bit sad.
He looks upset, and
I think he's
is
realised.
he actually crying? Is he crying?
I don't think he is, but he knows it's done.
Great. The backhand's long. Backhand's long, and Nadal needed that. Nadal needed that. The thing is, I just want to talk about Zverev, because as much as we say, oh, he's going to win the tournament, how many times have we seen Zverev absolutely tear him through people up until the semis and then he bottles it? We've seen that so many times.
I know what you mean. I think we can't look beyond this one right now. That looked long.
Zverev steps in. Can Nadal keep it alive? Oh, he somehow... Does he keep it alive? Smash from Zverev. Slice from Nadal. Zverev
so
cross
good,
court. What a winner, man. What a winner.
There we go. 2 match points to end Rafael Nadal's run at Roland Garros in the first game. And Rafa's 2024 Roland Garros looks like it's coming to an end right here. 3 hours, 4 minutes. 6-3, 7-6. Is it going to be another 6-3?
I don't know. JG, I think take some time to take this in, man, because this could be the last time you see your great champion, your great man on Philippe Chatrier. So really make sure you're present in this moment. And if you're watching at home and you're a Rafa fan, do the same. Rafa serves.
It's all done.
He's missed it.
Big forehand, gone long. And Zverev wins in straight sets. Quite straightforward in the end. Quite straightforward at the end.
He walks to Rafa and he almost looks embarrassed that he's had to inflict this demolition derby on the all-time record holder for French Open Championships won. And
I mean, Nadal's got to be absolutely gutted, but that's what happens when you play against a top player. I mean, 6-3, 7-6, 6-3. The third set was over an hour and it was a 6-3. I don't know really what to say. I mean, it's hard, tough one to take in right at the moment. Are we going to see him play her again? It's unlikely. Was I expecting more? I was expecting. I think he played quite well.
I'm going to say it now, and I could be wrong. I think we see him back. I think Rafa will 100% not want to go out with a first round loss. I know it's completely respectable. He's up against the 4th seed, one of maybe arguably the best player in the world right now in Sasha Zverev, fresh off of the Italian Open. But for me, I think it's very mentally tough for someone like Rafa for their last match in the Grand Slam that they've called home for the past, 20 years, 20 years basically, to go out on a first round loss. I think it's impossible for him. I think we might see him back, and whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know. Maybe he gets the rubber the green with the draw next year. I'm not sure. I don't know. What do you think, JG?
Not a clue. Don't know what's going to happen for the future. I think Zverev, this tournament's got a really good shot. I think he played well. I think he's got a really good backhand cross court. And let's see what the next matches bring. I mean, there was a chance here. The draw's quite nice on this side, and Zverev has got a great opportunity now to go quite a long way. Whether or not he does it or not, he's bottled it before, so we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, it's not about his ability to play Zverev, and he played really well today. He did what he needed to do to get Rafa out of there. I think his backhand was on point today. I'm not going to lie. And he finished it off nicely with that backhand that you've branded as the best of all time. His serving, phenomenal. I think there was a point in the match where his first serve percentage was over 90%. I don't know what it finished up on, but I think it's 78% there. Really good stats. I think he can go deep. I don't think for Zverev it's about his ability to play and his ability to win, his ability to pull off these good shots. I think it's mentally when he gets to the semis and the final. So, look, Zverev, congratulations to him, right? Really phenomenal performance. It's a shame he's had to do it against the great champion, but equally, he can't control the draw and he has to just get the job done. He's done what he needs to do. And I will point out that he did kind of do a bit of an apology, kind of applause to the crowd. He kind of lifted his racket up. So he clearly respects Rafa. He respects Rafa's fans and the Philippe Chatrier faithful. So look, you can't berate him from that perspective as a player. Whether you love him or you hate him, he did a really good job today.
We've got Gary saying, I know this day's coming for Nole fans, so I have a lot of empathy for Rafa fans. This does not diminish his legend. Yeah, I agree. Definitely doesn't. It's just a tough one because I felt like there were some chances today. I mean, he was up a break. He was serving for the second set, up a break in the third. I think another day could have done a little bit better in these moments, like small moments, but that's tennis. And we'll be back. We'll be doing a reaction to this match, of course, a podcast rounding up the day's action, doing some other matches as well. I know we've got Djokovic in action very soon tomorrow. So let's wait and see what happens. But I think we're going to wrap it up there. Have you got anything to say, Liam?
I think this is just going to be a fun tournament. You know, it's not nice as you are a Rafa fan. There's many Rafa fans in the world, but I think we've set ourselves up nicely for quite an interesting tournament now. I think it's maybe the most open Grand Slam we've had in a couple of years, to be honest. So
yeah, I think that.
Look, Rafa's out. It is a shame. Even as a Federer fan, it's a shame. But we've got an open tournament. Let's get behind all the players, and let's just hope that we get some drama. I want to see drama. And ultimately, I'm sticking behind it. I know he's had the injury problems. I think Sinner's going to do it, mate. I think he's going to do it. I've
also predicted Sinner in my bracket, so hopefully he can do it as well. But big shout out to Liam. Thank you so much for joining. What a legend. GTL from day one.
Thanks for having me.
Great to have you and great to hear your thoughts and commentary throughout. Big thanks to Victor as well for the super donation. Very kind of you. And we'll be back and see you very soon. Thanks, everyone. And this seems like it's the end. Goodbye,
Legends,
Rafa.
guys.
Rafael NADAL.
Thank you, everyone.
Vamos, Rafael.